trying to go to the Feywild for seeing if we can create land. That was the big one, from what I
Originally,
remember.
but that is out the window
Also,
at the moment.
the whole engine debacle.
Mhm.
That seemed rather important.
Well, I mean, assuming we can stop Gwaine, we can still do the engine part after, if people are still all alive. I hope.
Stopping Gwaine should probably be a top priority, probably at the
Obviously. Also, Gallet, I was wondering about something. I don't know if it's relevant, but when we were in Neela's house and we were fighting those knights, you saw something that made you nervous. You said you'd mention it once we were out of danger. What was that?
Okay, so Chino, what was the thing that triggered it?
You had
I cut him. I
sliced
cut the boy.
memory of Scimitar memories. Yes, you cut the boy. Cut the boy.
Yeah, you know that 6 scimitar I have?
Right, the memory one.
Yeah, so I was stabbing the child, and, he had a memory of my mother.
Oh.
She was, for some reason, on a ship.
One of these ships?
Yeah. With the ones from Lackey? I believe so, yeah.
Do you think she's
sort of
here then?
I hope to God not. Any of the gods. I'll start praying to anyone.
Even Blair.
Troubling right now.
I'm okay with anything.
I mean,
She has no reason to even be anything to do with this.
I don't presume to know how much you want to share about that, but if she is here, is there anything we should know about her?
I mean, she's not particularly dangerous, I think. It's just she wasn't the best person. And she, from that memory, it's pretty obvious she hasn't changed. If she's here, I would rather just, not have to confront her or anything like that,
Well, we all know how that usually goes.
Yeah.
But I guess it's only one way to find out. But
Suma, I'm willing to talk to your dad if you can just handle my mom, if that's a
Sure.
deal we have to make.
Sounds great. I love that. Let's do it.
I don't want, yeah. Oof.
I mean, listen, I know that this is technically the place where I grew up.
Yeah, this is about you. All about you.
My home, but the thing is that, I made a series of very poor decisions today, and it almost got you all killed, and it did get me killed, so I want to know what you guys think, because I don't trust my judgment right now.
We definitely all had a word in on the splitting up thing, and we also do it all the time, so
yeah.
I feel like it's hard.
There's just been a lot today.
But just wondering, Suma, when you died, did you see anyone playing cards or anything? Did you see anything weird when you died?
I vaguely feel like Aramis might have been there, but it was too quick, luckily, for me to find out much more. I think he just sort of shooed me away.
Yeah, he was just like, fuck off, it's not your time yet.
Wow.
Not like this, clearly.
Okay, well.
So maybe Ruby didn't even need to use that spell, maybe Aramis just would have done it for, but, you never know.
I don't think he's the type to just give out freebies.
So, I don't know about all of you, but I'm pretty good to go if we just go fight right now. But I know that's probably not the case for any of you.
Alok, have you not put this together yet? We all get ready for the fight. We always have a full rest before it. Why would we ever immediately go somewhere?
There is
also,
a good chance
we
that he
do
waits
have
for us for
children
hours.
with us. Ruby, you're still carrying the boy, right?
I look down. Yeah.
Oh, you did.
Yeah, you had to look down to know.
I think he's there. It's been a while since I looked at my hands.
Oh,
but
I heard
there it is.
I heard the
he's
screeching metal on rock, and I had to double check.
He's fully awake now. He's just. I was just wondering if like, you would let me go at some point. It's just. It's just.
Not come back at all.
I don't know.
Does he actually
That's
say that?
bad for him.
I think enough time has passed where he would be awake by now, unless you guys specifically don't let him wake up.
That
Is all I'm saying.
that is worrying.
Maybe he was awake, but that we had like bound his mouth so that he couldn't talk yet. But I could be wrong.
I don't remember.
I think he just woke up right now.
Yes, I don't.
Oh, hey.
Who knows?
Hey, tall boy.
That's not my name.
What's your name then?
No, we don't want to know.
My name is Gallet. Which, by the way, comes
Yeah.
completely out of left field for everybody but you, Gallet. Everyone's just like,
looking at Gallet like,
Everyone in your memories called you tall boy. My mom said one thing and you latched on?
hey, bud, I'm gonna be really honest with you. I don't really know what you're talking about.
That is very fair. I'm sorry about that. My name is also Gallet. We are
Oh, wow.
abducting you for your own
Oh.
safety. You are a child, so
Well,
you shouldn't be in wars.
I don't think I'm supposed to let you abduct me.
Well, you did give your best shot. And there is something that you could help us with that is also something in line of what you were supposed to be doing beforehand. You would like to be... I assume you want to join the Lockheed army to help people, right? To protect the
Well,
people that needed it.
Well, I joined because they asked me to.
What are your personal aspirations, Gallet? Any last name?
What is a aspiration? Is that like when you breathe in and out?
Why do you do anything? What do you want in life?
Well, for the most part, people kind of just ask me to do things.
Perfect. I'm asking you to do this. Let's.
Hmm.
This is not gonna be a moment where you learn.
But someone asked me before to do other things. Shouldn't I do that
We're
first?
probably dead.
No.
And
we're not-
also,
A
you
new
beat me
order.
up earlier.
Well, I didn't beat you up. I just sliced you a little.
Yeah, I can still feel it. He gestures to his wounds.
Yeah, I'm sorry about that, but I super sorry. Super sorry.
I'm glad you're sore, but well, you did apologize, so guess we're cool.
That's it. All right. And since I'm giving you a new order, it supersedes it. I bring out a little pin, like the little guild pin we have. See, I even have a position of authority. You can't say no.
Oh,
We're gonna need you to. Yeah.
you're part of the Shield of Celestia?
Yeah, we're important people.
Oh,
We're
why
on an
didn't you say so
undercover-
earlier?
We're undercover, man.
Oh, I like to get undercovers too.
It's very. I know.
It
it's
makes me
nice
feel
to
safe
watch.
when I sleep.
This poor child.
You wanna be
All right. Well, we just need you to stick with these other two children and protect them for now. Right now, we're going to be planning some other things. You just sit tight with these two
Okay.
and protect them.
Okay. Who's trying to hurt them? I can't imagine anyone wanting to hurt a child.
You were there in the house when they were doing it to this particular child.
I'm gonna be really honest with you. I hurt my head real bad earlier.
No.
I believe you.
Gallet!
Yes.
We gotta
We call
change it up
him-
a little.
Just it.
Double G! Or E.
We'll call him it. We'll shorten the name.
I don't know if we should dehumanize him further, but sure, Aylock.
I mean, if you want to call me it, that's okay. That's what most
What do
people
you
called
want
me
us to
until I was
call you?
8.
Oh.
He doesn't have any he doesn't even know what aspirations are.
He thought
He
you
just-
said respiration.
He just want to go under some nice blankies, alright? Let's find somewhere safe to keep the children. Suma, treehouse didn't work.
Well, I just made the hut right now while we were talking.
Oh. I guess we'll
I mean,
keep him
that's-
there.
That's
What's up with
about
this dome?
all I got. It's
fine.
a safe dome. Think of it like a blankie.
He's poking his hand in and out of it. Pretty cool.
Pretty cool.
Yeah.
Good for him. Alright, let's all get inside before someone sees.
I used to sleep in a dome when I was little. It
What
was made of
kind
dirt,
of-
though.
Don't know.
Where
Was
were
it
your
dope?
parents ever?
What's that?
Where are your parents?
Oh, I don't know. I was dropped off at an orphanage.
By your parents?
Well, I don't know. I guess
Okay.
so. I would assume so. But then I got kicked out of the orphanage because the beds were too short for me.
How was that legal grounds to... Oh, God. Ruby!
Y'all talk
After
shit
we're
about
done
Clam, but Lucky is not good.
Okay,
We don't need to
Suma,
look all the way
this-
around.
This is the weirdest thing that's ever happened. I want you to know. Did not know tall people face this kind of prejudice in my homeland.
Everyone there is basically like average. Everyone there is basically average. So I guess you just go a
Everyone
little bit
is-
off of average.
That is the most, like, stock image fantasy land you could ever go to.
Yeah.
I think it was because all the babies kind of like fit in the cribs, but I was 4 feet tall when I was a baby.
That's
so-
really.
Oh.
Good lord, no wonder
Your
your
poor
mother dropped you off in an orphanage.
That's way too much to do.
Well, Ruben, you got anything to tell this young lad about anything with a like anything?
Oh. Hi.
Hi. I'm Gallet. He offers his hand.
Just...
Oh.
Okay, so what do we want to do, guys? Do we want to rest and then do we want a short rest?
Uh,
Or we...
I don't know.
I,
It's
I,
over there throwing me for a loop.
I don't know about anyone else, but I have nothing left in me today.
Remember that.
Spiritually, I'm ready to go, but physically and magically, nada.
Okay.
Suma, as you say that, you receive in your mind ascending,
Ew,
and you hear Zisha's voice.
my love.
I'm going to count this up. Something's happened. I don't know why, but I felt her presence here in Yasar. It was accompanied by a release of force. We'll update you soon.
Okay. I guess I will, in my mind, formulate a reply while everyone else is talking to the young
Mhm.
lad.
So what's everyone's names other than other Gallant?
Oh, he's
I'm the
Gallant.
other
You're
Gallant.
other Gallant.
Oh, I'm other Gallant?
Well, you're it, but you're
That's
also other
okay.
Gallant.
Mm. He just nods. He's very tall.
Poor boy.
Great job summing it up.
Did Ruby give her name?
Didn't I say oh no, I didn't say my name. I'm Ruby.
Nice to meet you, Ruby.
What if I was just like, I'm Gallet as well? Also Gallet.
Go ahead and make a deception check. Okay. He's gonna make an insight check. He's not very smart. Okay. He goes, your name is Gallet too?
Or Gal, you know.
Oh, I'll call you Gal then.
Okay.
For less confusion.
Hey, Gal, it.
He turns. And what's your name?
My name is Alan. So.
Alet?
Alan. No, no T at the end, just A-L-I. Alan.
Oh, Ale.
Yeah.
Nice to meet you, Ale.
Alla. Hey.
I think my name a lot. Don't worry about it.
And then he turns to the two kids. You see Neela and Sela are both kind of like huddled up in one corner of the tiny hut, looking a bit afraid of Gallet. And you see he
Gallet?
turns... Yeah, of Gallet.
Oh, of the other.
Of Gallet,
Sorry.
yeah. What's the confusion?
Of Gallet.
Sorry, I was replying to Ascending in my mind.
Oh, okay.
I missed the memo.
And you see he looks at them and he says, and what's your guys' names? And you see Neela just goes, they're none of your business. That's what they are. And he just goes, hi, none of your business. I'm Gallet. And he offers his hand. And she, like, just... You see the younger brother, Sela, kind of almost lifts up his hand, but she, like, grabs his wrist and puts it down. And you see Gallet goes, what happened to your hand? What happened to both your hands? Neela says, oh, you don't know. You don't know what your own people were perpetrating here. Do you have any idea? Or is your stupid wolf helmet, stupid wolf visor too thick for you to see out of? You see, he like looks at his helmet and he goes, I think it's kind of cool. And you see Neil says, well, it's stupid. And it doesn't even really make sense. Like, why would you intentionally hamper your own vision during a fight? That's probably why you got knocked out. So he says, I'm sorry for wearing it, then. And he just chucks the wolf helmet outside of the hut. And he just
so much
phases through the wall. And he goes, well, actually, I'm going to roll an insight check for him. Well, thanks for telling me your names and for that fashion advice. I think we'll become real good friends soon. I'm supposed to protect you. And you see Neela just goes, my brother and I don't need protection. Not from you. You see Gallet turns to Gallet and says, well, looks like they don't need me. What should I do now?
Darn it, superseding orders. Whew. Hey, Neela? Hi, Neela?
Yes, Gallet. Yes?
Yes. Yeah.
Not you! Okay.
Look. The poor lads. He's gotta do something. He is a child. I know it's hard to believe. But he's how old are you?
To Gallet or to Neela?
Well, from Gallet to Neela.
Wait. Fuck. Wait. You're asking both of them?
Oh, Neela.
Oh, okay. She goes, well, I'm 15.
All right, yeah, 2 years. I'm pretty sure from that memory, he was 13.
Yeah, he's 13 years old. Yes.
You're 2 years older than him.
Okay, so which means what? I should be his babysitter? I've already got one charge. Pointed at her brother.
Yeah, but like, don't you feel a little bit like, he needs some guidance? And we're gonna be doing some really dangerous stuff.
You see, he turns to he goes, oh, I like guidance. He nods
Guided?
a little bit. Guy dance. They never would teach me the girl dances, so I learned a lot of the guy dance.
Neela, you have to work with me here.
You see, she like she heaves the heaviest of sighs and goes,
You know that wasn't like none of it. He had no plans to really actively hurt anyone. I think he's just going with the flow and he doesn't really understand what he's doing.
"Who are you guys talking about?" She kind of cuts in.
We're talking about Gallet. Hi.
Oh, okay. She goes, I didn't see much of the fight. I was whisked away through the window. Was he at least, like, competent?
He was actually one of the better ones there.
Oh. Okay.
Oh
Fine.
my goodness.
Gallet?
Gallet?
Yes. He turns. He turns. Doesn't know who doesn't know who to listen to. Looks at both of you.
Neela's your commander now. Listen to her.
When we get out of here, you will protect me and my brother as we attempt to go. Where are we going? Are we going to your ship?
I mean, our ship isn't currently here yet.
Right, but in the morning it will be. Yes.
Do you
or
happen
no?
to have any tree houses nearby?
Do we just have a tree house? You know, it's painfully stereotypical to assume that elves just all have a thing where they live in trees. Like some of us do, but not all of us.
That's fair. That's fair.
Do you know how much time it takes to get a building permit for a treehouse on the
You have to
Sunrise
get
Island?
one of those?
Oh, absolutely. And
Oh my-
elven bureaucracy is as
This place deserves to
it
fall to the
scales
ground.
proportionally to our lifespans. Just one council session can take years, let alone getting a building permit.
Maybe we shouldn't help these guys, Suma. I don't know.
I mean, I didn't get a permit for mine, but
Oh yes, but I don't suppose one of your stature would need one.
oh, I have. By the way, I have responded in my mind, and I have said, what did I write? I said, I'm in Sunrise Isle, and the same thing happened here. I'll keep you posted tomorrow if I can. I love you, and we're almost there.
Okay.
Um,
You see, Nila says, sorry, didn't mean to be testy. Just a lot of stuff happening today.
Nila,
I don't know how you guys do this.
It's very difficult. I wanted to ask you, Nila, something. While we're talking about what we're going to do about all this. You are very capable, but you are also a child, and you have your brother to look after. No one would blame you if you wanted to stay behind where it's safe.
Wait, we were even giving her an option to do anything dangerous?
I don't know. I missed that whole thing. I was writing Ascending in my mind.
Are we talking about the kids?
Talking about Nila at the moment.
But I guess, so tomorrow, are we going to wait for our ship to arrive and then put them on the ship, or are we going to leave them here? What do you guys think?
Neela and Sela, you both still have parents, right? Like, we can't just take you.
Well, one of them is in the palace and the other one's in jail inside of the palace.
Alright, so let's stay on the island.
Yeah, it's just to keep them safe until we can reunite them.
Yeah, but, it's gotta be a safer way to go. Is there just, like, anywhere building-wise that there's safe here? You probably can't go home. But surely there's, like... You're both children that get bored. You must have gone to an abandoned warehouse or something.
Not much in the way of abandoned warehouses, but I was marked as one of the more talented of their targets. They might come looking for me. In a pinch, I know a few hidey holes we could go off to. Well, you see she gets an idea. She turns to Gallet, other Gallet,
Hi.
and goes, I feel like I already understand or know the answer to this question, but could you maybe, like, if you're wearing your armor, pass yourselves off if we happen to get caught that you are holding us or, like, something like that? And you see he goes, I can hold you guys. He goes, no,
Aw.
don't do that. Don't do that. None of that.
Bring it in.
I just mean, could you pretend that you have captured us? And he goes, you want me to play pretend with you? Yes, I'd like you to play pretend with us. Can you do that? And he goes, well, the other kids never let me play pretend with them. That's heartbreaking, but not the point. We are going to let you do that, so can you do it? Can you pretend to be a very mean knight man, tall boy person, and capture us, just in case they send people to look for us and they happen to find one of our hideaways, and if that doesn't work, could you kill them for us? Okay. Okay, then we'll do that. Does that sound okay? If the ship isn't an option.
Sounds reasonable. I mean,
It seems like a terrible idea,
I
but
think
no.
mostly stay out of sight. I mean, stay on the outskirts here where no one's going to come. But if the worst should happen, then
Yes, of course.
Can you, like, so we know you can do it, can you do, like, a little pretending right now, like, just so we can assess
Okay.
things?
Yeah, I can do that.
Pretending skills?
Okay. Okay, you pretend to be the other people coming.
Just don't kill me. I mean, I could
Okay.
take you, but, you know, just, yeah.
Stop. I'm capturing these guys. Back off.
I could have been convinced.
Yeah.
Was that
Very
good?
assertive. Yeah.
Oh, thank you. I did insert myself into the role.
Really
Yes,
took
yeah.
a guess on that one. I think that's the best.
I think
we're gonna get.
I think that area is covered.
There's not much else we can do with that. Yeah.
So, for the thing we have to do, so it seems like Suma's mom ratted us out or something. They knew we were coming. And the only issue I have with us going guns blazing, let's just kill Captain Gwaine, is that I feel like we're really lacking information on everything that's sort of going on right now. I was imagining there'd be a period beforehand where we would check some knowledge out, maybe sleuth inside Suma's old home.
yeah, I wasn't expecting them to be guns blazing themselves on us right when we got here. I mean, I knew Gwaine was here. We all knew that, but I thought he would at least pretend to be civilized, but I guess not.
Yeah, I think that's kind of what we're facing right now. Is I do think one we probably need to take at least a short rest, and I do agree we need information, but I think the most important thing is finding out what Gwaine is doing right now in the form he just took and how long we have, because we can go investigate as much as we want in all these different houses or whatever, but if he ends up just destroying the island while we're doing that, then
well, he's looking for, I mean, Suli, but he's not going to find her, but he's looking for that power, and he's been looking for it in these children, and it seems like he's getting close to finding something. That guard said something about he was getting closer. It was all coming to a head, but I don't really know what that means. Because she's not here, so what could he find here that would cause things to go postal? I don't know.
Or maybe he just
I guess
that he's on the right track.
The other thing is... No, never mind. That's a stupid idea. Where should we investigate? I mean, we could look on the ships. We could go sneak into the palace. What do you think?
Okay, so 2 of us go to your mom's and your
Yeah, I like this plan. I like where this is going.
It would be quite time effective. Well, we could, for the ships, I imagine we could gain some information from it. And it seems like some of the guards are with them, but not all of them.
Well, we also know how to potentially infiltrate in some way, because they have the ones who are in his inner circle have that eye on their chests, which we've seen up close now. So maybe you, with your disguise kit or illusion of some kind, we could infiltrate.
We could, but
I'm not saying I want to do that, but
yeah, no, I'm just trying to think of like how that would go. All right, so we have everything we set up. We go to that person, let them know, and we would inquire on what's happening. What are we expecting them to take us to a location of some sort?
I think our best bet might be trying to get into like Gawain's quarters and maybe finding some documentation or something that might allude to what he's doing.
Yeah.
And I can use the amulet to turn invisible for like an hour. And Gallet, I could take you inside of your ring in there with me, and we could try to sneak into the captain's quarters.
Or the other option, just reminding us, check out what's going on in the palace. Did it seem like he retreated to the palace after he was done with his little tantrum in the sky?
Yes, it seemed like after that he went straight to the palace for whatever reason.
I mean, is he living in the palace for the time being? Is he even using his ship's quarters at the moment? I don't know. I guess we don't know that. But it seemed like he was an esteemed guest of the court, so maybe
I've been in the ship.
Do you know, Gallet, if he ever comes back to the ship, or does he spend most of his time at the palace?
Well, ever since we got here, he's pretty much been at the palace 24/7.
But he does have a captain's quarters on the ship.
Yeah, he does.
Okay.
That's where he keeps the fluffy cover.
The fluffy?
Yes. You see, he grows grave and serious. His bed had these
it's a nice fluffy bed.
Fluffy sheets.
Oh.
They looked really comfortable.
That does sound really good.
Then his eyes widen and he looks at you, Gal, and goes, I think I got my respiration.
What's respiration, bud?
I want to be under the covers, like you.
He wants the blankies, the fluffy blankies.
Wait, no, I'm not thrown off. Does he want to be undercover or undercover?
I want to be under the covers. Ever since I was little, I didn't fit in any bed. That bed would hold me. He gets quiet and serious.
Dang, we gotta get this kid a bed. Okay, after this, we're getting him a bed.
The shocking turn of events, now Gallet wants to adopt somebody.
He's only 13. He's gonna own a kid?
Look, we're both Gallet, so, you know.
I love it.
I mean, you're basically brothers at this point.
Yeah, it'd be sort of weird to like bring him places. This is my child, and he's taller than me. All right, so the ship idea sounds great. Is there any plus sides to going to the palace instead? We get to see Suma's dad. Don't know how that's going to benefit us too much, except for maybe understanding why Gwen and him teamed up the way they did.
I mean, he was charmed, as I understand it, from someone said something several sessions ago that I don't remember. But I think he was, it was implied that he was charmed by Gwen.
Okay, so it sounds like everything sort of gets solved if we kill Gwen.
I think that's our end. That's our vision. Our goal is to do that by the end of this.
I mean, going to the palace is going straight to the source, but it might be dangerous to go in there knowing nothing except kill Gwen. I mean,
yeah.
Who knows what else there is to that?
There might be vampires in there.
I think going to the palace for information, while it would get us information, I also think that would just be it. I think our end goal is to go there, and I feel like once we're there, we're in. I'm also very biased because since we stepped foot on this, or since we knew about this mission, I have figured we're gonna go on the boat and get information from there. So that's why I'm still holding that. But like, it's totally possible that there's nothing there and it's useless. So.
Well, Gallet's mom is there, so.
Well, we don't know. Okay, hold on.
I know. I mean,
the chances of that are so small.
Oh, that's a good question, Gallet. I turned to tall Gallet.
Yes.
The woman who gave you your name. Do you know where
she's
she
a very
stays?
nice lady.
Where is she on the same boat as Gwen's room?
Oh yes, she is.
Oh, okay. Are they like friends? Do they like what's their relationship like?
Well, they're not like a mommy and daddy, if that's what you're asking.
No. That's not what I meant. Why does everyone always think this about me? No, I meant, like, are they friendly, or do they get mad at each other, or does she take orders from him? That kind of thing.
Well, she's a good friend, I think. Whenever he has his like bigger meetings, she's always there.
So he trusts her.
Yeah. She's part of his club.
Oh.
And did she hold any authority on the ship? Did she seem to have prestige in the ranks?
People seem to listen to her, yeah.
Big club. What do you mean by that?
Well, Gawain has some people that, the captain, he kind of like hangs out with them sometimes, and they have big club meetings where they go out on the deck and they do stuff on the deck, but I was never allowed to come to those. Well, they asked me if I would join the club, and I asked, hey, what's the club like? And they're like, well, you gotta get this thing on your chest. And I'm like, oh, I don't want that.
Good choice.
Yeah, well, they didn't ask me to do it. They kind of just asked if I wanted to do it. And, yeah, I didn't really know if I wanted to do that. Because no one told me to want it yet.
Didn't you want to do it?
Well, no one had asked me to want that yet.
I see. That's unfortunate.
Interesting.
Well, we are here to tell you that you definitely do not want it, so good job.
Okay. I don't want to do that.
You do not want the thing on your chest, yeah.
I don't want a thing on my chest.
The thing that they... You know what? Don't put anything.
Never have something on my chest.
Takes his shirt off.
Exactly. He just goes completely. This guy's he's shredded. Impossibly muscular. Okay, what next?
They're gonna say fans. They got this.
Okay, so it sounds like boat in the morning.
When you say in the morning, does that mean in 8 hours?
I mean, after a short rest, I still have nothing, quite frankly.
Yeah, I
Or
mean,
like,
should we get information quickly before that and find out if we have 8 hours? Because, like...
Alok could get it done real quick.
Yeah,
if
Gallet
you
and
want,
I, in and out.
totally fine. I'm only speaking for myself. If you all want to go, I'm okay
Gallet,
with that.
you can be in the ring, so that way you have no power in the conversation I have with your mom. If that makes you feel better. And by the way, that was a joke. I'm not going to talk to her. I don't think it's a good idea, considering what we just found out. So, I think we should avoid her.
Well, yeah, but
Sure,
I think
you don't want to talk to her.
That seems, aside from all the psychological issues, she shouldn't be doing any of this. It doesn't make sense why she would be joined up with that cult of theirs.
Do you think Gwaine charmed her in the same way he's been doing other people?
There would be... The only reason I can think of why he'd do that is just, like, to screw with me.
Yeah, probably.
I have no doubt that he would love to do that.
But that would be hilariously petty of him. No,
yeah, I don't put that past him. Or, I mean, we didn't really know Gwaine, but I wouldn't put it past the Red Wraith who controls Gwaine.
That's who I think is. Maybe he's desperate. He's going to such lengths. Maybe he's scared of us. I think either way, it's not safe to talk to her.
If you're going Alok, I'll go in the ring just in case.
I just want you there so that way when things inevitably go awry, you can pop out and maybe save me.
If we wait 1 hour, I can get my spells back if you're cool with waiting 1 hour.
Yes, if your spells would be helpful for this, then yes.
Well, I can teleport, and I can counterspell. Both seem
of which are very helpful. I think we should take the hour, and then Gal and I take a walk.
And
you and Ruby go to the palace.
You guys should make sure Ruby has one earring and one of you has the other.
Oh god, are we splitting up?
Actually, this is a good point.
Serious?
Is there a way to bring Ruby with us? Like, can you put us in the ring with you? I don't remember.
I'm currently in talkings with Calypso on that, but it's not on the way yet.
So that'll come.
That'll come later.
And a later power up.
Yeah.
Level of trust.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And partnership.
If I'm like, I don't know, like 2 times strong, not 2 times, but like add 2 or something.
Trust.
Too much trust levels.
Okay, yeah, I see.
That or if I just finally put this freaking tier wherever she wants me to put it. I assume that will help something. Probably should do something with this eventually.
I do think it would be smart to have a way to get Ruby to us, but
well,
I don't know if we have a way.
Let me check. I could. Okay, well, I don't know if it would work, but the only thing that immediately comes to mind is that I have a bag of holding. I turn Ruby into something that can fit it with polymorph. It's in my bag of holding. I go in the ring. If I pull her out, would she stay in the ring? We should probably have, like, demo tested that.
I don't fucking know. Let's see. Okay, so you put her in the bag of holding, and then take the bag of holding into the ring, and then
which I always do, yeah.
And take her out of the bag of holding while she's in the ring. I guess so. Yeah, I guess.
Yeah. I think I can sort of breach this.
Although,
also, I don't
can you link
how your I don't know how your ring works, Gallet, but bag of holding has this. So I don't know if that applies.
Thailand, I feel like What matters
true.
is the
Created
wording,
by a Herod's handy haversack. I don't know if that means that this extra dimensional space has to be that for that to happen, but I'm letting you know I've been in that space and I don't really let this bag out of my sight, and I have not died.
Well, we need to see
Yeah,
the on the
One way.
on your extra dimensional space thing, because I think it specifically says it like shoots things out with you, right? Like, or are you able to keep things there? Like, you already keep things there.
Let's see.
I don't know.
Is it? Let me just click. Oh, dang it! I clicked the wrong thing. Give me a second while I find things to click. Is that it?
Holy shit.
Yeah, that's
Oh,
Wow.
Jesus.
Worse than wild shit.
Oh,
Yeah. It adds a lot in there.
okay.
Extra dimensional space, blah blah blah.
Yeah, enter your vessel, which remains.
Good for tall boy.
Interesting.
Huh? Okay.
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 But like you have gone in there with it before, so
I have definitely
yeah.
gone in there multiple times before.
I'm definitely
I
not
would've
once.
died. I would have, and I think honestly there would probably be a warning that with this specific. Bag of holding seemed pretty often to come up in D&D. I'd hope that there'd be a warning sign.
I'd say
Don't use
the
genie
line
vessel.
alone, it doesn't mention creatures, it only mentions objects, so I'd imagine creatures would be different, or like opposite of what the objects would be, but that's up to Chino. So I'd assume it would shoot Ruby out.
In the
It doesn't
improved
say.
version later on, it just basically says, from what I remember, bonus action, you all out.
Oh,
That
Yeah,
or
let's
you all out,
let's
or you force people out. It's not.
let's
so you
yeah.
just
can't-
do that. This shit's stressful.
They definitely
Yeah,
did
let's just.
not prepare for that. With this.
Yeah, let's just. Yeah, you know what? That sounds great. Okay, you can keep Ruby in there. I'm just gonna say that.
Yo, hype.
Yeah, let's just keep Ruby in there. Yeah, you can do that. Fuck it.
Sick. Alright, well, give me an hour and I can still have those spells ready.
Okay.
So you're putting me in a bag?
Only for a small bit. Wait. Isn't this extremely dangerous if we have to get out? If we have more people to get out with?
So, potentially, so that's a good point. But another question I have is you're going to polymorph her into a small creature to put into the bag, correct?
Yeah.
Because you could just polymorph her into a bug, and then she could just crawl in anyways. So it doesn't, you don't need to do the bag thing. So the only reason I say we bring Ruby is just like just in case things go wrong. It'd be nice to have 3 instead of 2, but you're right, it would be harder to get.
You know, hypothetically,
Oh boy.
I just throwing it out there. If this does prove to work, and Sumak has polymorph on himself,
Mhm,
technically, technically we can then fit 3 people in the ring.
Tomorrow when I can cast polymorph for
Yeah,
any
yeah, I'm
spell.
just saying later on, alright?
Yes.
Yeah.
This is
Yeah,
another
yeah.
adventure where we put you all
Okay.
into the bag.
Just remember, if you do put Ruby in the bag to take her into the ring, that she has to get out before she starts suffocating,
Yeah,
please.
and then also whatever creature you turn her into, we have as long as their constitution allows. Not Ruby's.
Well, I assume I'm just gonna put it in the bag, go in, and take her out.
I see.
How long can a snail hold
like-
its breath?
Wanted to make sure.
But
What's
so
the
Probably for a
constitution
little
with
bit.
snail?
the problem with
I think
that,
it's
though-
minimum 1 minute. I think I could be wrong.
So my worry with that is that we will get. So let's assume this goes how we think it will. I'm invisible. I'm carrying the ring with you 2 in it. We get to the captain's quarters. We realize, uh-oh, there's magic stuff here. Alok doesn't know magic stuff.
Do to Alok. I mean, you don't have spells, but you You know a lot. You know just about as much as me.
You can stab stuff until it stops being.
And you have your amulet. You can do stuff.
You can use that willy-nilly. We all know.
Let's assume worst case scenario. I can't figure out what's going on. Gallet, you will have to leave the ring, which
means Ruby has to leave the ring.
Which means that we now have to get out with both of you, not in the ring.
That is the danger of backup.
So when you say you can teleport, do you mean
I can teleport two people? I have dimension door.
Okay, that's what
dimension
I was wondering. That's huge. Okay, that I think that makes it fine then. I think we should be good.
Okay, so we're good?
I think so.
Alright, let's all take a short 1-hour break.
I get nothing.
And before the break, I'll use my one remaining slot to put polymorph into my spell storing ring so I can use it when we're done.
Okay, so you guys electing not to take a long rest.
For now.
We're just learning information to see if we can even take a long rest later. Hopefully we can take one later.
Okay, and you guys are wanting to go to the palace or the ship?
Ship.
The ship. Okay.
And I am staying behind.
Suma's staying behind. Will you stay behind with the tall boy?
Yes, I'm staying with the children.
Okay, wonderful.
Suma, you have to get something in that boy's head. I am worried.
I will try my best, but
Sila has been dead silent, and I know he's more intelligent already.
Oh, he's been knocked out for the past hour. Far past his bedtime.
Okay.
Good to see this montage where Suma teaches Wolf Boy how to read while the three of us try to escape with our lives.
I'll do my best. Yeah. Well, I'm gonna need a new party maybe in the morning, so
you're gonna have to train the kids to be your party members.
Yeah, exactly.
So you're gonna do the
if you guys TPK, then you three can be the children.
So I guess someone Alan.
Oh boy. Okay. Well then. All right. Let's fucking do it. So. You guys, Alok, you go invisible, you carry Gallet's ring. And Ruby is a bug or something inside a snail inside of the bag of holding, inside of the ring, which comes out inside of the ring from the bag of holding.
Welcome to my crib.
There's a new groove of you.
and then so there's two people inside of the ring, and Alok is carrying the ring, and he's invisible. Okay, just wanted to make sure I had that correct. Okay, cool. All right. In that case, you know what? We need a little.
Also, are you able to talk to me, Gallet, like with the ring when I'm holding it? I think so, right?
I can hear things. I don't know if I can talk to people. Yeah, who has the earrings? I assume Alok and Alok and Ruby.
Would that work?
Sure.
Well, at least you can switch out from within the ring, maybe. Wait, no. Does the earrings work from... I don't think they actually work with extraplanar stuff. Like, didn't you say that before?
Yes, you have to be on the same plane in order to hear each other.
Okay, so it's actually useless for us. Just give it to Suma.
Yeah, probably. And it's a very last case.
We can hear things over here.
If we just need to...
Wait. No. It's fine. Well, no, it's not fine, but...
I'll have one, Suma have one. I think that's...
Yeah, it does nothing... Yeah, no, you're on your own. Good luck.
Okay.
Well, at least if I have one, you can keep me posted, and if you're about to die, you can switch with me, and that's fine.
If you don't.
Oh boy. Alrighty then. Okay. So, you guys, Alok, you slip out of Suma's tiny hut and begin sneaking your way down over there towards the docks. I'm assuming you guys are moving as a group at this point because the bag of holding thing is... Actually, no, because Gallet, you can just stay in there for a couple of hours, right? Which means Ruby can stay in there for a couple of hours.
I can stay
So
in there
as soon as you short rest, you can put everybody in there, and then Alok can move.
Yeah, I mean, yeah. Equal to twice my proficiency bonus.
And my invisibility only lasts for 1 hour, so I would do it at the most like optimal point out the way there.
Okay, got it.
I don't really know how long it would take to get to the docks from here, but
you know what? That is a great question. I think you guys. It takes. I mean, Alok full dashing though is pretty fast.
Yes.
I think that I am just going to need exactly one stealth check from you without the invisibility. Okay. You are a whisper in the wind.
It's
Alok.
so
You
weird,
are...
Ruby. I can't hear nothing from the other end of this, can you?
Yeah, Gallet, you're inside of Alok's like pocket right now, and even you can't hear his footsteps.
I'm like,
yeah.
I leave little sludge marks to indicate what I'm saying.
I should probably let Ruby out of that form, but
move
it's a
in the
little
form of
funny.
a
I'm gonna
letter.
keep it a little bit longer.
I'm moving the letters, but it's really slow, and I'm dashing too. But it's like,
Go.
By the time you get one letter out, you already want to change your sentence.
Okay. You are able to kind of stealth on the tops of rooftops, slink behind patrols. You are a 31 is just about as high as most people can ever get, but yes, you sneak your way out throughout, all the way down to the docks, and you can see the the fleet of Lockheed warships kind of decked out and chilling there in the dock. You see that there is a bit of a flurry of activity, but you are quickly able to identify the biggest and the largest, the SS Romulus. They're kind of like this massive warship decked out with like double rows of cannons. This thing is easily like double the size of the Reaper. It is a behemoth with several like tall masts and unfurled sails bearing the flag of the Sea Dogs, as some people call them, the Navy of Laki. You are sneaking up onto there. You were able to, like, the gangplank is lowered down onto the pier, able to bypass a couple of guards there. Go ahead and give me a perception check as you were sneaking kind of through the crowds.
Okay, well.
Excellent. Okay. On a 19, even though you are focused mostly on like remaining stealthy, kind of bypassing everybody, kind of like slinking in between the gaps left behind in a crowd as to not jostle anyone, you hear grumbling talk. Kind of like a little bit of like, anybody know why it is we're sailing off so soon? Anybody? Man, I don't know. It seems like the boss was pretty upset or kind of motivated. Something kicked them in the ass. He wants to get the hell out of here. So you hear some of the guards kind of like discussing that they're not really sure why, but that Gawain has ordered an exodus from the island.
Does Gallet hear this as well inside of the ring?
Gallet does hear this in the ring, yes. Okay. Now, as you make that, you get up onto the ship, onto the Romulus, and what exactly do you want to do from here? You're standing up on the deck. You see kind of like soldiers kind of running past, kind of like, they're not sailing right now, but they're like making the ship ready to sail off. Probably in the morning.
Okay, that's what I asked. And how long is that? Because it's like kind of middle of the night, right? Like hours.
Yeah, it's probably gonna be like another few hours, like 6 hours.
Okay, so we have time
for sunrise specific.
I would like probably first things first to like get inside the ship.
Okay, like down into where the cabins are.
Yeah.
Cool. Yeah. Easily able to do that. What are you looking for specifically?
I'm looking for Wayne's quarters, like where he would keep all of his stuff and his belongings, his personal space.
Okay. I would say that similarly to the layout of the Reaper, all the way in the back below deck is the captain's quarters, where Gawain is stationed. Predictably, however, the double doors are locked. I don't know whether I believe that using your thieves' tools breaks your invisibility. I think it's not an attack or a spell, but it feels very actiony. Does it break your spell invisibility?
Well,
or
actions
no?
don't break it either. It's just attacks or
Right. Okay.
casting spells.
Okay. Cool. I think yeah. Okay. Cool. You are. Go ahead and give me a thieves' tools check.
Wow, I'm rolling hot tonight.
Jesus Christ, you are indeed rolling high. Gallet, you hear the telltale sound of a lock being swiftly and skillfully broken open as the door creaks open, and Alok, you were able to slip inside. You see Alok before you, a massive bed with the fluffiest, most comfortable sheets that money can buy, as well as a writing desk, like a large mahogany writing desk that has been kind of bolted down onto the floor in order to keep it from shaking as the ship undergoes some turbulence. You'll also see a large locked chest, and a little bit of a wardrobe, a little place where Gawain keeps his weapons, as well as a bookshelf that is kind of loaded with books. But for the most part, nothing much in the way of amenities except for this fluffy ass bed.
Okay. I will say, close the door. I'm gonna lock the door as well. And I'll just say, like, I'm gonna whisper to the ring. We're in the quarters right now. If you want to come out, if you don't want to, that's fine. Just so you know where the safe spot. I'm gonna look around.
I'm gonna undo Snail Ruby just so she.
Oh, Snoopy?
Snoopy.
This has to happen again. I
Hey,
think
gal.
Snoopy is too good to not polymorph her again. It's good.
Okay. So, Alok.
First thing, I want to check out the desk.
Okay. Gonna give me an investigation check. Indeed. I wouldn't say you're rolling hot, but it's just that you have a plus 11, so that no hotness necessary for that one. You on a 19 investigation check, you have broken into. This is not the first time you have broken into the ship of somebody. Wait, actually, I think that was Gallup last time, wasn't it?
I did.
Oh no, it was Alok.
Yeah.
That was you. Okay. Yeah. This is not the first time you have broken into the ship of somebody who probably you don't want catching you. You are practiced and experienced in getting what you need out of here and getting going. You spy a dense ledger of written in red ink, kind of like bound in kind of like a leather ledger that has been kind of weathered by the sea. You flip through it, and very quickly you realize what this is. It is documentation of people who have been conscripted into the army of the Red Wraith. People who have been emblazoned with those eye tattoos. And you realize that the very front page, it says, it has on it Lockheed, right? And the pages go on and on and on. And eventually the pages go blank. You turn a couple more, and you see that the next section reads Gallon. And then similarly, each of the islands has been kind of being whittled away, whether it's just ships that have originated from there being captured at sea. I think that's something that you can definitely glean from the ledger, is that there's a little bit of dates and sometimes the names of ships that these people were taken from. So you gather that the Lockheed Navy is being used in order to stop ships, merchant ships, Navy ships, etc., from Edelheim, from Terai, from Palea, from the Gallon Republic, and being essentially, there's a word for this, press ganged into the service of the Red Wraith. As well, it'll be like a little summary note in the ships. It'll be like X amount converted, X amount slain on site.
Okay.
So essentially, like, you gather that anybody who does not agree to join the Red Wraith gets immediately offed. What's interesting, though... Yeah, go ahead.
No, go ahead. I'll ask after.
I was just going to say that what's interesting, though, is that I think that you come to the conclusion that whatever process is being used to convert these people, it has to be something that is done willingly. Otherwise, everybody would just be converted instantly. It is something that it's like a compact that must be entered into of an individual's with the individual's consent, even though that consent is probably a little bit forced under the threat of death. But it's something they kind of have to sign off on and can be stopped by saying no and being killed for it.
Okay.
That is something that you gather. As well, you see a map of the islands. This map, actually. And I'm going to draw a couple things here for you. Where is the circle? No, I don't want an ellipse. I want... Wait, they changed Roll20. Oh, cool. You see something like this. Something like this.
I think you're on the wrong layer.
Oh, am I? That is unfortunate. Oh yeah, that's the light layer. Gosh darn it. I can't even click that anymore. Okay, that's fine.
This truly is heist music.
These circles kind of spread around the island. And what you notice is that it's kind of hard to depict it here, but that the one around the Far Isles is like the most kind of colored in, the most intense. Go ahead and give me just an intelligence check. On an 11, I would say you look at these readings and what you gather is that these are probably targets, but targets for what, it is difficult to say. Okay. You don't find any sort of correspondence to the Red Wraith. You imagine that happens on a more, like, metaphysical level. But you do discover a couple of letters that are being drafted. They are not finished yet, but you see that the makings of letters to several notable leaders. You see one addressed to the Blackstones of Barvault. You see one specifically addressed to King Nazaire in the Gallon Republic. You see one addressed to an individual that is only referred to as the Unfrozen. And as well, you see one addressed to Daemon Blackfire.
I mean, we're not really trying that hard to be discreet, right? So, are they long letters? Like, would it take a while to read through all of them right now, or?
They're about like a page long.
Okay, that's pretty long. I'll pocket all of them.
Okay. You pocket them. Gallet, you hear the rustling of papers as you are jostled around in the ring by these papers being shoved into Alok's pocket. Okay. That's about as much as you get from the writing desk.
Chess time.
Chess time. Okay. Wonderful. Go ahead and give me another Thieves' Tools check.
I would like to first look around it, you know, make sure there's no like traps or anything, just in case.
Yeah, for sure.
Oh, that's quite, yeah.
Maybe he'd be a little goober like that.
On a 21, there is indeed a trap on it. Not that where, like, it's like one of those... This is a pull. Do you guys watch Death Note?
I watched a bit of it. I watched up until...
there's like this scene where Light booby traps his desk drawer so that if it's not opened in the right way, it catches fire and everything is destroyed. It's a little bit like that where it can be opened in a way that's perfectly fine. It's more like if someone tries to break into it, everything inside of it something will happen to the contents of the inside. You detect a fairly powerful arcane signature on this trap. Give me an Arcana check with advantage.
Sure, I know what it is, but Alok, do you know what it is?
On a 16, the trap on this will not do anything actually to the person breaking in. It will just teleport the contents somewhere else.
Okay, and this is entirely magically scribed in, so I can't do anything to disarm it, right?
Without a dispel magic, it would be tough. Which, I mean, I think Ruby might have? Clerics get that, I believe. But
I don't know if she has it. I don't know if anyone has it.
But you could still pick the lock. You can still pick the lock. It's just if you fail,
wait, so
you can't try again.
Okay, so it only goes off if I mess up the lock. If I open the chest, it's not going to teleport everything away?
No. So if it's open, so because you know that the trap is there, you know how to open it correctly, but that still involves the lock being open.
Okay, I may as well attempt it. Let's just.
Yeah, go roll the dice.
I already stole his stuff.
You're Alok Miote. You've got this.
That's so true. Well, it was fun. It would have been cool though.
Yeah. It's okay. No one saw. That could have been amazing.
Any importance in the chat?
No one could give it.
Yeah.
Okay. Alok, you attempt to pick the lock and the chest shakes as the arcane rune sends a pulse in the interior of it. You hear kind of like a crunch as whatever is inside of it has been ported into some kind of extra dimensional space or teleported to a different location. Okay.
What was that, Ruby? Yeah.
We have a free chest now. It's wonderful. It's crazy. Unlucky. What else was there? There was the bookshelf or something.
It was indeed a bookshelf.
I'll take a quick look over, see if any books have been touched recently, or if it's built up dust. If anything stands out about this.
Yeah, you note that a lot of these books don't seem to have been touched, but there is one slot in the bookshelf that is empty. Hunting around, I'm just going to borrow those extremely high investigation checks, chain them together here, and you find on his bedside table a tome there that has been kind of you see a little feather bookmark that's been placed into the middle of it. It appears to be a dissertation written by a certain professor over in Ravenhall Academy. The title of it is it takes you a while to decipher it because it's not actually. Does anyone speak Gnomish? Okay, then until you find someone who can,
I'll just throw it in the bag if I can't read it.
Okay, go.
It's probably something important.
Okay, cool.
And then it's probably nothing else left in here, but I'll check the wardrobe, I guess, see if there's anything interesting in there.
Okay, yeah. You find all of his sick clothes.
What looks the fanciest and most expensive?
He has a nice red captain's coat that is kind of a bedecked with appointed with these medals kind of hang down from the lapel, these decorations and stuff like that. And on the back of it, emblazoned in black, is a wolf that is roaring, howling at the moon.
If it looks like it would be a good fit, at least on Gallet, I'll grab that because I feel like
the tall boy. It would fit the tall boy real well.
Well, him too. Maybe. One of the Gallets. As long as one of the Gallets gets something out of it, that's fine.
Okay.
I believe that was everything. So
Grab the fluffy blanket.
I was gonna say the last important thing to do
Are you still invisible, Alok?
I have it for an hour. I would imagine it's not, but
okay. Okay. Go and give me a perception check.
Oh.
On 19, you hear footsteps coming down the hall. The telltale clack of sharp heels on wood. Towards the door.
How do I have like a couple seconds at least?
You have a couple of seconds because you heard it from a distance, so you can prepare for this.
Okay, I want to grab a pillow, just bag that while I'm going over to the door, and I'm gonna get ready next to the door to like try to slip out when they open it to come in.
Okay, got it. You wait and hide. Eventually, you hear footsteps get closer and closer. You hear the jangling of keys. Key entering into the door. Well, that's odd. And the door creaking open. You see a woman steps in. Tylen, would you like to describe your mother for the rest of the group?
Oh, I don't even know if I've ever even described her in the backstory.
I know, which is why I'm asking you to do it now.
Okay, yeah.
I just want to give you the chance to have control over it, unless you don't want it.
Honestly, like a little bit less than medium height, a bit short, long. I think it's black hair. Yeah, long black hair, brown eyes.
Yeah.
She looks like she has got a stern face, like haughty and stern. And you're failing at something. She's looking at you like she knows you're failing. And, you see maybe, like, a bit of resemblance with Gallet, but she's not, like, she's just normal-ish.
It's a normal-looking woman.
Yeah.
Okay. Elok, you see a woman of that stature and description stride into the room. She carries with her an air of confidence and assertiveness, as if no matter where she walks, she seems as if she should be there, that she has a right to be there. She strides into the room, kind of like key in hand, looks around, looks directly at you, but through you, turns back around, and then slips. Yeah.
No, go on.
You want to stay in the room or you want to leave?
I want to slip out to the doorway, but I want to keep watching to see what she does.
Okay, you slip out into the doorway. She doesn't close the door behind her just yet, but she kind of slips the key ring one key down and grabs another key and strides confidently over down to the chest.
I start walking away.
Opens it. Start walking away. You're not trying to watch
As
this?
soon as I start going for the chest, well, because I assume she's gonna get mad in a second. So as soon as I see her going for the chest, I'm gonna start walking before she can like, alert the guards and get the hell out of here.
Okay. You start getting the hell out of there. Give me another stealth check. Okay. Without much more interaction with Mama Abate, if you will, you slip back out onto the deck of the ship, and you were just trying to get out of there, right? You're not lingering. You're not trying to figure out anything else. You're just getting the fuck out.
Yeah, I don't think there's anything else for us to do. So.
Okay, cool. You get the hell out of Dodge, and you make it back to the tiny hut, where you can release Scarlet and Ruby and check in on what Suma's been up to.
Yeah.
Suma, in the meantime, what would you have been doing with Tallboy and Neela and Sela? The Luz, if you will.
I have encouraged them to get some sleep while I keep watch, because I don't know how much we're all gonna get in the future, so assuming they fall asleep because they've had a big day, I'm just
attempting to keep an eye on them. You're keeping an eye on them?
I mean, I assume they're okay because, like, I think they're all sort of in a pile, I guess, or like near each other. I mean, this is a small dome, so I'm like sitting next to them, but I'm scanning the horizon, like outside of the dome, to make sure no one, is approaching.
Okay.
But I guess I'm listening to them to.
Yeah, give me a
listen if
perception
they're
check.
Snoring or something. Perception. Nope. Many thoughts.
On that one, the thoughts are too overwhelming.
They truly are. That is totally fair.
Thoughts do be like that sometimes. And so you do not perceive anything of what they are doing. Until the rest of your companions arrive. Or Alok arrives, I guess, with everybody else in tow.
Oh, gosh, you all made it?
Apparently, yes. We're good. Or Gal, you can get out now.
Hey,
we're stuck in there.
I feel so much better now that you're back. What?
Alright.
Tell me everything.
I feel like we didn't get that much info, but we got some stuff that you might be able to make use of. I'll pull out the letters and the book, and I will hand them over to Sula.
Ooh, reading material. I love that. Yeah, I will start going over all the documents, and I will also ritually cast Comprehend Languages so that I can read the Gnomish.
Excellent. Okay, let me, I need to pull up my lore doc very quickly. Sorry about that. Oh, wait. Oops.
Ooh, the lore doc.
Yeah. Yeah, I gotta go into the deep archives for this one. God damn it. It's my master document. It's just for a...
ancient texts.
The ancient fucking texts. Where was it? Something about... Oh my god, where is it? Sorry.
Alok lost it on the way.
The history's been lost, yeah.
Ah, okay. You open up an old dusty book, the author of which, all this is written in Gnomish, but you can class Comprehend Languages and you were able to make it out. The title of the book is The Old Blood, and the author of this is Ravinia Starkin II. Go ahead and give me a history check on that. Okay. A nat
Plot
20
relevant.
history check. Okay, so you are aware of your knowledge of the two universities in Castelmond, that there are each of them was founded by a gnome. They're both gnomish universities. Inkwell University was founded by a young gnome named Iridian Inkwell. And and Ravenhall Academy was founded by one Ravinia Starkin. So you also recall, this is a little bit of a fun fact, that each university claims that their founder was the one who named the Far Isles, and each of them maintains this claim to this day. As you read upon the tome, you see that Ravinia Starkin II makes a lot of references to knowledge that her mother had, talking about my mother, my senior, first posited these ideas in her original thesis, etc., etc., etc. I have found some more conclusive and definitive evidence that remnants of the blood of the ancients reside still in trace fragments in the people across Ela. You read more and more about this book, and you see that the book spends a lot of time talking about the Far Isles and its connection to the Feywild. It surmises that the ancients, the magic that they learned how to use came from slaying a god of magic, and that this god of magic's home plane was the Feywild. I think you already knew some of that. Maybe not. It's been a while.
I think we knew that, yeah.
Okay, cool. Essentially, she claims that those that are the most connected to the Feywild in various ways are most likely to have amounts of the ancients' blood within them. And you see that, like little further things that say, but there are other clusters of communities across the Isles, who I believe may have had naturally occurring concentrations of this blood. And you see that she makes some conjectures. So a lot of it is most of the thesis is centered around the Far Isles because that's the closest place to Castelmont and probably the most easily verifiable information. But she's also making some theorizations. She makes some comments as to it's rumored. I believe, I theorize that those elves of the Underdark may in fact carry much more potent concentrations of the old blood than others. As well, similar phenomenons in different places that have been reported to me seem to indicate the presence of ancient magic, such as the miracle of the Unfrozen in Edelheim. It also goes on to state that the connection between the nature communes in the Twin Isles may also prove some variation of connection, as well as those who seek the oasis in Terai. And I think putting that together with what you've seen, you can put together that Gawain was following this text to identify the greatest possible clusters of ancient blood scattered throughout the islands. And that is why he picked the Far Isles.
Mm-hmm.
So,
okay.
Yeah, I'm not gonna do any more like in character narration of it, but essentially, one of the central postulations of the book is that the old blood is potent and extremely powerful and extremely untamed. It is magic in its rawest form, completely beholden to the will of the user. It can make anything happen. It can make any spell occur. It is the ink with which one can draft any magical effect that one chooses, and that in select individuals, should a concentration of this blood be reach a certain point in time, within an individual, the effects could be truly significant. As well, she adds a little bit of like a little throwaway line that says, although, should one be able to gather enough individuals, a similar effect could perhaps be reached, though such a method would likely be incredibly impractical.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, Ayla?
Okay.
Yeah.
When you were boarding the ships and all that, could you see anyone? Was it just guards, like people that should be there, or were they bringing on prisoners?
I was actually wondering at the time. I just forgot to ask.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. What did I see?
You did not see any prisoners aboard.
Was there civilians or only sailors slash?
Only sailors. Only like people.
Mm-hmm.
However, you did see some civilians being taken to the other ships, but none at all in the ship that you visited.
Okay. And also,
Are the other ones on the fleet? Like
the other ones on the fleet, yes.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
You also did not get the impression that the other ships were leaving, just Gawain.
Oh, okay, I see. And also, so when I was going through like crowds of people and stuff, was that also civilians like gathering up in that area?
More not like it wouldn't be a crowd of civilians. It would be like individuals. Some of them on the younger side, some of them like maybe closer to Suma's age, being kind of like taken by groups of guards, their hands bound behind their backs.
Okay. Yeah.
So whoever was like selected by this like testing process with the orb, they're being taken to the other ships and presumably staying at the Sunrise Isle for whatever until maybe perhaps they have enough or whatever it is they want. Yeah. But Gawain's ship is leaving in the morning, which may or may not be a good thing.
Everyone knows all of that.
Yeah.
Including, it's important that we know the ship's leaving.
You hear, Elaine's leaving?
Weird.
That's my shit.
Did Alok get an impression of like when do we have time to squeeze in a long rest, or because it's in the morning? Do we have time, or do you think we should move now?
I will say this, time-wise, if you take a long rest, you'd have to fight him on the ship. You have to confront him on the ship. If you forego your long rest, you could probably catch him at the palace.
Ooh, I want to do that. I know it is not wise, but...
Also, I will note that once it is sunrise, you can meet back up with the Reaper in some fashion and fight him on the open seas, if that is your... If you want to intercept him.
Yeah, they have a battleship. We do.
Yeah, they have multiple warships.
Oh, also, we could sort of put this in our favor. Alok got on that ship easy peasy. I think he could sabotage it.
I was wondering that. I
can't really get back on now, though. I can't go invisible again.
I can make you invisible for an hour.
Okay.
Do you do that now, Gallet?
Yeah, I got 2 spells. But there is one thing I wanted to bring up. That sheet. Well, did Alok bring the sheet with everyone's names and like?
Would you have brought that book?
Like with Lockie, Gallon, everyone, the one with the cult stuff.
So originally I didn't because I didn't want to take stuff, but then when I saw
you took the other book, I assume you would have taken.
I think I would have gone back to take it because I realized that I was gonna make my work.
Yeah. I mean that makes sense to me. You're taking stuff anyway, so yeah.
Okay.
Sima, if we can and from the sheets, it's like these are the names of people that are with us or against us or we've killed in these select areas. Is that what it, in general?
That's what it sounded like, yeah.
You're building an army of people, which I think is...
Zuma, don't we have, or don't you, I don't know, I don't talk to her, that reporter girl in Lockie.
Yes, Tracker, yeah.
Can you copy that? Because I can send those papers to her.
Oh shit, that's...
I've been waiting for the spell ever since I got it.
Oh, that's so cool.
That's so useful.
Yeah, so what are you asking me to do?
Just copy it down.
Oh,
either us
easy.
or her.
I mean,
what are you?
Yeah, I would just need an hour or two to write it all down. But
so
I can certainly do that.
What are you doing?
If I'm doing it by hand.
Do we have time for that?
I guess I also want to check. I want to flip through the book and see if there's anyone we know in there, like listed as one of those.
Sure. I mean, you're scanning long lists of names. Is
there
anyone?
I really am. Just I'm specifically looking for Tracker's name and anyone on the places that we've been. So, like anyone from Hailstrom, anyone from Palea.
Okay, cool. Give me an investigation check.
Okay.
Yes, to see.
Just seeing if there's anyone we happen to know.
Okay. On a 16, I didn't give this much thought initially. You see, I will give you this. You see 2 names on there that you do recognize. It is Justine, and I don't remember his name, but the other guy. The 2 Galini. Oh wait, no, the other guy died. Wait, the other guy die? You remember the 2 Gallon agents who pulled up on you at the docks in Lagan?
Yes.
Justine was one of them. I just don't remember if the other guy died or not, because that was 2 years ago.
I don't remember. It was too long ago.
I think only one person survived, right? Yeah.
We only had one that we put in a prison or something.
Yeah. The dude who I believe sailed off with Buru, right? At the end of it?
Maybe. Sounds right.
We can
he
say
thought it was-
that. I don't know.
We let the person go. I know that.
You let him go. I thought that he'd like sailed off with Buru to Hadzi.
All I have is human cleric prisoner from Gallon Republic.
I don't think I wrote
Yeah.
that down.
Justine is on the list. As well as this is not more like people that you know, but more like last names that you recognize. You see a couple of brass hands on that list.
Okay. Interesting.
Yeah.
Okay. Good to know. Yeah.
Most of your
so
friends stay put.
If I am just copying this by hand, Gallet, I can definitely do it, but it's going to take me a hot minute. I think it's definitely something we can do once we get back to the ship, and hopefully Simon can help.
Yeah.
He's got a faster hand than anyone.
Alright, yeah, no, I'm sorry. I just got really excited. I've been holding on to a spell.
No, it's such a
it's
cool
fair.
idea. It's such a cool idea.
But as for the ship, if you could get Alok in there, I don't know if this would work, but I was thinking if I have this gem that has a fire elemental in it, and those ships are presumably made mostly of wood, if you could unleash it inside and just have it
maybe where we
go
keep the
postal in there.
gunpowder.
Yeah.
Mr. DM,
Yes.
I have a question.
What's up?
So it's
That's
been a
me.
while. In last session, we definitely went over it. What happened to the people that were branded on the chest? Like, did they? I don't remember if they died or if they passed out or if they were saved. Like, we could save them or what?
They passed out and then came back.
Okay. Did they? And then I think we took some time to look at the brands. Did we like find out how they worked at all? I don't remember.
It seemed like it was. I don't know if I mentioned this at the time, but it looked like they were seared onto their chest by lightning.
Right, and like we could get rid of it. Like, well, so they're being mind controlled. We got that part right. Like that they're being.
Yeah, on some level, they have. It's like they operate autonomously. Like they are still people, but then when the switch is flipped, they are kind of like a hive.
Okay.
Are being given orders and fulfill those orders. Yes. You will note that the man that you accosted and beheaded outside of Neela's made a specific, looked up into the sky and did a specific thing. That gave him powers unlike that which you really witnessed from any of the others. Like, the people who fought you and Suma at the canal didn't have, extreme lightning powers.
Yeah.
Or anything like that, nor did they persist with, half their limbs hacked off. There's probably levels to this.
Yeah, I don't... So, Gallet and Suma, this sounds like a good plan. But I don't want to put innocent people in danger for that. And there's a lot of innocent people on there that can't help what they're doing. We just need to cut the snake off at the head.
Well, okay, then that means just in general the ship idea is sort of...
Your
I
mom's
mean...
also on there. I know you have a problem with that, but do you really want to do that and potentially kill her?
The palace is sounding better and better, yeah. I'm up for the palace more now.
You are right, Alok. That is a good point.
I really shouldn't sort of freak out in the middle of a very important battle. That is...
I will say,
pretty
sinking
dead
the
on.
ship, though, that I don't feel is bad moves. I feel like people would be able to get off there and live in time. If we could find a way to do
maybe
that.
not all. That's...
Well, I mean, if they're getting the ship ready to sail, they're probably all at work, right?
Well,
you know, believe it or not all sailors know how to swim.
As you guys discuss,
just throwing that out there.
Yeah.
You guys hear suddenly from the corner of the hut, who's there?
Looking around.
There's someone talking to me in my head.
What did they say, Gallet?
I don't like that.
They said...
Like that
Sima, give me an Arcana check.
Me?
Yes.
Maybe we call him
Arcana,
Selag.
I'm so good at that. Okay, I actually am.
Jesus,
Instantly, you recognize that Gallet has just been the recipient of a sending spell.
What did they say?
They said that...
And who was it? Because he would know who it is if he knows the person.
Yeah. Well, it's one of like the Navy wizards. They said we're leaving in the morning. That they found what they're looking for and it's not here. They're also asking me where I am.
Okay. Now, Gallet, you just sit there for a second. It's totally
Gallet,
fine.
Wait. He can reply, right?
But we should say, we should tell him what he should say.
I have this thing in my head. It feels like...
He could just say,
feels like I
I'm
can do
here,
something.
and that's totally in character for him.
True. That's true.
Gallet, just say, I'm here.
Okay. I'm here. And it goes off into the sending spell.
Oh crap, it was echolocation.
Many times. Just have to say here.
I, for some reason, think I need to say it 12 and a half times.
Well, that's fair.
You could.
Get every word in.
Yeah, I mean, Palace is sounding
Pretty neato.
pretty, I won't say good, but like the thing we need to do.
I'm pretty topped off.
Well...
Ruby, how are you doing on
Yeah, that's probably...
magic and health and all that?
Magic, I'm about halfway. Oh no, sorry. HP, I'm about halfway. Magic, I can still do things.
Okay, but like a lot of things. Like, will you be able to?
How
get through
reliable
that fight?
is us surviving a very big fight?
Yeah. Like,
You sort of prop up our dead bodies a lot of times.
I don't really think I used that many spells, to be honest, so far. If this is correct.
okay. So
Yeah,
I used-
You're usually like pretty capable even without having your big spells, you know. You just stab, shock.
Will do my best. Out of character, I will tell you I have 1 hit point, no hit dice, and only cantrips.
You have no hit dice. Okay. So
I used
that
them all before
is-
today.
Wait, hold on. Suma
Okay.
was sleeping, well, not resting for 1 hour, because that's what we all did.
Mhm.
Then we went off to do our own thing. I don't know
You
how
only
long
need
we
4.
took. Yeah, but Suma only needs 4.
Yeah, and I think we have like 6 until they leave. Or that's, I think that's what we were told, right?
Shino?
That's true.
So we could at least get someone to get long rest.
Suma's an elf. He gets
Yeah,
to cheat.
do I need 8 hours of like trancing plus like
I think
Sitting
that you get
or-
4 hours, and
I
then
think
if
it's-
someone
Wait, I thought-
if someone carries you, that counts as light activity.
I don't know, I guess it's up to you, because if we could manage to make it a 6-hour rest and then hustle to the palace, I'm down for that, but I don't know if that's what your ruling would be on that.
They only need 4 hours. Yeah.
Well, they only need 4 hours.
I mean,
I
Ruby
think
could carry
so.
me to the palace. No, you don't have to. After resting in this way, you gain the same benefit that a human does from 8 hours of sleep. Does that
Yeah.
do anything?
This is cool. I've never actually had the meditate thing, you know, be this handy or like this help. It's usually
It
like,
comes in
I'll
handy
wait
when
before
there's
guys.
like games that are very dependent on time.
Yeah.
It's basically the same for like Warlock and martial classes.
Mm-hmm.
Mhm.
Yeah, we're not usually in that position, but right now we definitely are.
You know what? It's supposed to be that you take 8 hours for a long rest, not necessarily 8 hours to sleep. So yes, your trance only takes 4 hours, but the long rest period includes more of like a downtime period. However, given the strenuous or the tenuous nature of the situation, I will let you take a 75% rest.
What would that do?
I'm gonna say we'll give you. Hold on, let's see. How many hit points do you have?
47.
47. Maybe we'll start you off at like 37 hit points.
Oh, that's good.
And you lose. Hold on. 4, 6, 10, 19, 31, 36. You lose 9 levels worth of spell slots. You can divvy that up however you like. You can do 2 fourth levels and a first level.
I'll take that.
Yeah? Will you take that?
Yeah, I'll take the devil's bargain.
Okay. So it's kind of like you didn't rest all the way, but you shouldn't get nothing. You know?
And do my like once per long rest abilities refresh or no? Like my sword.
Yes. We'll give you that as well.
Okay.
You know,
yes.
Does that mean we took another short rest?
Yes, yeah, for you, yeah.
Yeah, sick. My ring is fully restored.
Okay.
Ooh, nice.
I got a short rest again to go.
I'm just gonna put armor back if it's on it.
It's cool that I got to rest again.
Okay, yeah, so you're gonna take okay. So you guys are gonna rest kind of for like 5 hours, then go to the palace? 5-6 hours and go to the palace?
Yeah.
Okay.
We ride at the ass crack of dawn.
Well, you get up when the farmers get up.
Yeah.
Oh boy. Okay then.
Oh boy, you guys.
Oh no, guys, I'm not feeling it.
No, I feel great. This is awesome.
You know,
I'm stressed.
you know, while we're walking on the way, we can discuss this a bit. Because, you know, it's a little weird. Why did he fly to the palace if the ship's about to leave? You know, if, like, he wants to get out of here. What is he doing there? For, like, the last couple hours.
Does it have, like, great defenses or something?
Maybe the bed's even comfier. Shoot, I never gave him the pillow! Did we leave yet?
Why? How was
you didn't see, but I stole a pillow for Tall Boy.
Wow. Wait, but you wanted the blanket.
He wants a
Ruby,
bed.
I heard Ruby say pillow, so I took a pillow.
Roll back.
I also had like seconds, so I don't think I had enough time to roll the whole blanket.
Yeah, I guess.
Well,
It's
the
gonna be
wizard
hard
said that
for them.
they found something, right? They found what they needed.
No, they said they didn't.
No, there's
find it.
nothing.
They said they found what they needed, but it wasn't
They
here.
found what they needed, but it wasn't here.
Okay, so then why would they, or if like they know where to go and they know they want to leave, why is he going to the palace? I think
Maybe he
he's
needed to go to the
preparing
palace,
for us.
find it.
Well, didn't they find out before he went there, or was it after?
Oh
I don't
boy,
know
or
what time.
Gallet, sorry. Sending, so I don't know how close he is to the inner circle, but I feel like I don't know. Yeah, I mean,
No, just to
it
say
probably
that.
would.
Well, Suma, when did Suma learn his information about like? When did Suma?
That
learn
was when we were already back. Was it when we were already back, or when it was while we were gone?
I don't know. Suma,
Which information exactly?
The sending?
Like that. When did Suma learn that they have found what they needed?
That was you.
Okay.
On
Suma
ship.
did not learn that. That was Gallet. That was Tall Boy.
Someone earlier. I remember that conversation. I mean, like, this is before. Today.
No, there was something earlier, but it was so long ago, I don't remember.
Because like, I don't know. That's what because earlier you said that they found what they wanted before we had the conversation.
Was it?
I don't know what.
Was it when we had split up and we ran into two different groups of guards? I think one of them mentioned that like things were kind of.
Oh yes, that was more about that was about Neela.
Oh, okay.
Like they found like the person with the most potential here.
Did we learn anything when we saw him shoot up in his form and then go to the palace? Did we learn anything around that interaction? I don't remember. It's been so long.
Just that he got like briefly possessed or taken over by the Red Wraith, or channeled the full extent of the Red Wraith's abilities, and got thwarted briefly.
So that doesn't
could I make some sort of like Arcana check or to see? Because I wonder if he had some sort of realization after Sui's like spirit possessed the kids and made that weird blast thing. Like, was he like, aha, the energies? Like, I don't know.
I would say no check required. You assume it's probably that.
Okay.
In the way that like, hey, some big thing came off. Where's the epicenter?
Right.
Okay.
Right, like
so
kind of like tracking where the signal came from.
To go.
Where the ship wants to go. Where. So that again brings up the question: why would he go to the palace and not the ship? Now, obviously, he's gonna go to the ship later, but why wouldn't he go there immediately? Either he has Lucena to tie up at the palace,
how well could people see him up in the sky from the docks, do you think? Because not everyone's part of the cult. And I assume if he floated there all evil looking, questions may have been asked.
He was this like ethereal being in the sky. You could probably not make out who that's supposed to be. You guys know because you know he's the servant of the Red, like one of the head honchos over there.
So if he just headed straight to his ship, I think some of the people there would be like, "Well, hold on, what's up, Gwaine? What's going on with this?"
And then he would just flip the switch and be like, "Don't give a shit, keep going," and they'd be like, "All right, my bad."
Soldiers don't ask questions.
Yeah, like he would do the thing. I mean, maybe, but then why?
I just don't think we have enough information to know for sure.
The reason I was bringing this up was merely just to say, like, hey, he's probably sitting there waiting for us. He knows we're
or taking a nappy poo.
I think he went there to use it as like a defense. Like, hey, let's hold this against them.
But wouldn't it be way easier to do that on the ships with all the people there?
I mean, maybe there's something at the palace. Maybe he has it's easier to defend. I don't know.
I mean,
I think we should go towards this with caution and try to be sneaky beaky.
Suma, give me an intelligence check.
Maybe
I have a theory, but I'll make your little check and then
on the ceiling and
see what it says.
Impractical, but pretty.
On a 23, Suma. Perhaps it's not a something at the palace. Perhaps it's a someone.
Yeah.
This was my theory. Yeah, I think he's. I don't want to be dramatic, but using the people there as meat shields or something like. Hostages. I mean, he definitely has at least one fighter on his side, my lovely father. So, and probably other people too. And
are we going for your father's throat or trying to knock him out?
Well, before I would have said knock him out, and I still am saying that on the record. But the fact that you have to consent to this shit makes me fucking angry. But I don't want to kill him in cold blood while he's like this.
But if there's an oopsie
so-
daisy, you wouldn't be too mad.
Oops.
Please don't plan on killing him, but I.
Oops, I slipped. He's dead.
The fate of
What
the
is
world
memory?
is more important than anything else, but please don't kill him.
I'll try.
Quickly, earrings. Who wants them?
I do love me my earrings.
You do love your earrings.
I do love my ear. I'm gonna put like probably Suma or Ruby needs to be wearing the other. Suma,
I think Ruby
you
is always a
died.
good choice.
You
Well-
died. Yeah, you know what, Suma, you should put that on.
Oh, me? I should put it on?
Yeah.
Oh.
You don't have full health, you know. Someone hits you once, you usually
I
go
must
down.
confess, I never remember to use them until you all use them. But
Yeah, no, it's
Quickly,
once
let's
it looks
my
like
best.
a hit's gonna kill ya, then swap.
We can go over strategy quickly. Does everyone like, are we gonna do what we normally do, where like the three of you are in the front, I'm in the back? I don't know what resources we have and where we want to stand. Because if we want to do things differently, that might change.
Alok, you probably should be sneaking ahead of us. Stealthy.
Right, but
Scouting.
in the fight, I mean, like when we get to a fight, or is it gonna be? Like,
We've, I don't... Do we ever have, like, an actual formation going?
Well, no, but it's usually like the three of you in the front, I'm in the back, and you guys are like just stabbing away and whatever. But like, I don't know if people wants to be in the front.
Yeah. Well, it kind of depends who's there and what's happening. I am memorizing spells to be able to do either. Yesterday I was not prepared for a fight, but today I have some things I can do at distance.
My thought process is someone in the back with an earring and someone in the front with an earring, so that way if someone in the front needs to get out, they can teleport out.
I'll probably be toward the front in any case.
Then would you want to be able to switch with me if you're going down, and then you can get to safety, and then you can start being ranged with your spells? Same thing
It could
go
be
for Gallet as well.
you and I, or it could be Gallet and I, or I don't need one.
We can draw straws.
Why? Yeah. I think you all should decide.
What do you think, Gallet and Ruby? Who do you guys think should have him?
I think, Gallet and Suma. But Gallet's
What?
not here, so we're gonna choose. Yeah.
Yeah.
Switch with the boy last.
I there's just been enough times where like even ignoring last thing, there's been enough times where Suma is in a very bad way, and it's either me or Alok would be in the best place for that. But
Mhm.
I'm already supposed to be in the front, and I have issues getting in there.
Mhm.
So I mean, swapping away is easy for me.
Are you,
Besides, I
are you
haven't
able to
been
do the
knocked out
flying
for a
thing?
while.
Can you like fly?
I can hover,
Okay.
hover, fly.
Fly, hover. Yeah, like you'll up, be up in the air. I don't know. It's up to you guys. I think it's fine either way. It won't really.
I have
affect
the
you either
earring
way.
in already. That's the issue. Like I don't want to.
See,
All right, let's do you and I, Gallet.
Yeah.
Let's
just stick with it.
yeah. Okay.
I think Sumo for
All right.
sure. Yeah.
I'm ready to go when you all are.
I'm ready to go
Okay.
when you all are.
Okay. I think ahead of you guys going in, we've had a long time of talking and planning. Is it cool if we take a bit of our break here? Because I think we won't get one if we don't. Yeah.
Mhm.
Yep.
Yep.
Seem okay? Okay.
Yep.
All right. Let's take 10 and come back and begin storming the castle.
Hey.
Palace. Castle. Okay.
It's the same thing. It's a structure.
Okay, hello.
Hello.
Okay. So, you guys step out of the tiny hut. You bid farewell to Gallet, Sela, and Neela as they make off for a hidey hole somewhere with the other Gallet, Tog, doing his best. I'm capturing these guys. I'm capturing them. I'm capturing them. Doing his best job of trying to pretend like he is a very official soldier who was capturing these poor kids. And Neela's just kind of like rolling her eyes the entire time, like, oh, we're so fucking fun. You're so fucking
Neela
fun.
gives
It's not even...
Neela gives the pillow? Yeah.
I think we walked away before that, right? Or are we with them still?
You can still be with them.
Then yeah, I'll give him the pillow. Just I'll walk over and say, it's not quite the same thing, but this came from the bed that you wanted to sleep on.
He takes it in his hands and he goes, just hugs it. Looks up at you. Looks down at you. Sorry. Oops. Looks down at you and he says, "This is the nicest thing anyone's ever done for me. How can I repay you?"
Just keep doing what you're doing. You don't need to repay me.
I will protect these two with everything I've got, or my name isn't Gallet.
Well, I've got a couple names, but
He's really sticking with Gallet, isn't
yeah,
he?
that's the one that
Mhm.
was really
Yeah, it's stuck.
sticking with you.
Nods and he said, "It just has a certain ring to it, you know?"
Yeah. Good name.
I don't know. I
I
don't.
say.
I don't really like the name.
Wow.
You know, it's
Good.
used so many times.
Oh, Gallet, I'm sorry. I forgot. I was kidding.
It's just such a good, strong name, you know? Anyway.
I think so.
Yeah, everyone I know is.
Everyone I know is a Gallet too.
Yeah.
He goes, "You guys are going to be doing a lot of fighting, right?"
Yep.
We
think
might be able to
so.
solve this one with diplomacy, but low chance.
Well, something that always helps me before a fight is do a little ow right
Don't do
before
that.
it.
Don't bring attention to us, please.
I think you guys should do that.
Just like maybe one Sky, maybe.
Maybe like we do like a Locky Lads thing, and then you two do whatever your thing was.
Oh yeah, our play of Pals dance that we made.
Ah, yeah.
Locky Lads.
Yeah, I think you guys should try it.
Should we really be putting L's on our foreheads? I feel like that's not a good.
No, it means Locky.
It does.
keep
that's-
it doing that.
I'll do it. I'll do it.
Yeah, okay, ready, everybody? 3, 2, 1. Oh!
Locky.
Ow.
Locky Lads.
You guys did a really good job. A lot of people don't get it right the first time. I didn't.
Mm-mm.
You know, Gallet, you're a natural leader. You're a charismatic guy, Gallet.
Hey, thanks. Thanks, Gallet.
Really needed
No
to hear
problem,
that right now.
I really appreciate that, Gallet. I think the same of you.
Oh, really? Thanks, Gallet. Now you go
Yeah.
ahead and deceive all those people with your masterclass acting, Gallet. I know you got it.
You know, Gallet, you've been one of the best partners to work with my entire life.
I'm
Yeah, look,
standing
I-
right here, dude.
I was talking to you.
What the heck?
He's crying
Oh,
a little
no.
bit, and he says, "I've never had this many people be this nice to me in my life."
Some of that praise should be from me.
I carried him for how many hours? So
Fair.
Thank you for believing in me. I won't let you down.
good luck with your respiration.
Thank you.
We really need to give him like a dictionary or something.
Blankets.
He's holding a pillow.
I don't think he's gonna. see, he was already having some issues convincing people before he was capturing them. He's carrying a pillow and he's holding it tight.
He's holding like a shield with his sword. I don't think he knows how it works.
You see, he says, I swear on my honor, I will do as you have asked. I am Gallet. I am Wolf Knight. Oh! And then he says, please stop that. Please, people are going to look. He goes, sorry, I just got excited. Okay. Oh. And then
Do you have a last name yet?
This is a great time for you to make your own. What is yours?
Abate.
What about Ruby?
Would that be really...
what about Pillow Knight?
Well,
Gallet Pillow Knight. Yeah.
Well, I don't want to pick a last name. I mean, like, I get new names all the time. How am I supposed to know it's the last one?
Because you chose it yourself.
Oh. I didn't know I could do that.
You can.
You have
it's
the
allowed.
option to choose a Ruby right now if you want.
You could be Gallet Ruby.
Or Suma?
He thinks to himself,
This
he
has
says,
major Twilight series vibes.
You know, we are in the Far Isles. We might just want to do what the culture wants and just go with Gallet Lorelei. And just call it there.
You see, he stops.
It's not half bad.
And he goes, I'm gonna have to think about it.
Fair enough.
Try not to think too hard. You have a mission to do.
Next time we meet up, you better have the answer.
Okay. I promise.
Now go get him, Gallet.
Oh.
By staying here and...
Yeah, by staying here, being safe. We should be going to get it.
Yeah, we're gonna go get him, okay.
Oh.
He's got it.
He's got it. Man, things are getting Gallet. Anyone?
I almost...
Sure are.
Oh.
Lucky lads. Can I join in on the Polio Pals one?
Friendship ended with Lucky Lads.
You can join.
Now Palea Pels is my friend.
You dissed Palea too many times.
Honestly,
yeah.
True. Okay. You guys make your way off. Okay, so what is your approach to the palace like? Are you stealthy? Are you guns blazing? Are you doing anything along those lines?
I think we have enough time to stealth, right?
Yeah, we should at least try.
We are accumulatively
Oh,
super
sweet.
stealthy.
I'm doing great over here.
That's a great start. Ruby, you gotta just bring it home. You got this. That's not bad.
I don't know why you're saying...
Okay.
I might be the only one.
Ruby rolled really high that one.
Even I didn't roll.
Okay. I will say that your approach to the palace is contested. You certainly are able to get through the patrols kind of in the main courtyard, the main area of town leading up to the palace, but I think once you get up to kind of the front steps, you will be accosted. In the interest of time, I don't want to run a full combat with every single guard that stands in your way. You guys are plenty strong enough that most of the guards, and you'll note that a lot of the guards don't seem to be active anymore. A lot of them seem to have been, gone back onto the ship. You get stopped by these guards. Go, halt! What is your business here?
I'll step forward. I'll put on my best noble face, and I feel like it might be obvious who I am related to. I don't know exactly, but I'll say, I am Suma Lai of the Lai family, come to entreat with my mother and father.
Oh. The prodigal son.
Would be the one.
Wow. You're in luck. Halberds get retracted. He's been expecting you.
Excellent.
And we've been told not to interfere. They
Lead the
stand
way.
aside. Vroom. They reach up and they kind of ring this like bell at the outside of the gates to kind of indicate like the everything should be kind of like unlocked and like unmanned, allowing you entrance in. Suma, you step once again into the halls of the palace. Your home is here, as well as the homes of the other major houses. It's this massive, like, complex of buildings, kind of encircled by a wall, decked out and that word, not emblazoned. So it's an E. Embroidered with gold. You step through. You hear the quiet rush of like this like indoor stream that kind of like runs through the buildings because elves are extra. Yeah, exactly. The carefully curated and massive trees that kind of come up on each side of the walkway as you step forward. You see a guard as spots you, nods, and says, "He's waiting for you in the council chambers. You've been expected."
And by he, you mean who?
Your father.
Okay.
What did you think I meant?
Just thought you might have an extra guest running around.
Suma has a ton of lovers.
Oh, really?
True.
Oh, so the rumors are true, huh?
Is this guy not an elf? Who is this guy? Is this a Locky guy?
This is a Locky soldier guy.
Okay.
Oh,
yes,
so the rumors
are all
true.
true, so I suggest you don't get too close.
Oh yeah, the other elves, they gossip about you, you know. Yeah. They said you're a fuck boy or something like that.
Oh,
crazy.
Suma, what?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
But hey,
It's all true.
it's modern times now. We don't judge around here in Lucky. You know, if you ever want to defect, join our military, you know, we heard you do a thing where you dance or something like that. Seems very impressive.
Oh, you heard that all the way from the Underdark, huh?
Oh no. I mean, we just gotta like people talk around here, you know. Yeah. Well.
Secretly, I wonder in my head, who was talking about me? I don't know.
Hey, this real nice lady would not shut up about you and your sister. Shame what happened to her though.
What happened to the lady who, or?
Oh yeah, she got thrown in the brig.
Oh.
Unfort.
Well, I mean, we kind of call it the brig, but like, you know, she was speaking out against the head honcho here, and he.
Did she tell you her name?
Name? No, I don't know, but I'm pretty sure she's the wife of the big guy. Your dad.
Wife of the so
I guess that
mother.
would make her your. Yeah, you know what? I should have thought of that. Hey, listen.
Are we there yet?
I wield a sword for a reason.
I have horrible schooling systems. I
I
never got to go to school, so.
Well, you see, a lot of people that end up in the military don't always finish school.
Oh my goodness. Okay, yeah, I guess that makes sense. My mom would talk about me, yeah. Sure.
Yeah. Anyway, so she's like in some fucking, I don't know, holding cell right now. It's probably just one of these
houses in the fancy mansions that are just being converted into that. So, don't worry about it.
Yeah.
This is a long walk, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah, sure it was.
I
It's
feel
a
like
hell
we
of a
passed
lot
that
longer with
statue
you.
3 times already. We took a lot of right turns.
Give me an insight check. On a 14 A-lock. Anyone else want to make one? I mean, if you want, you can make one, but I'm just gonna tell you.
Yeah, I will. Can I do something with advantage because I grew up here for like 100 years, like
Sure.
walk around a lot. I don't know.
Come on, Gallet, throw your hat in the ring.
Oh no!
I don't know what I'm
So good.
inciting. I'm just having a great time with this Locky lad.
A-lock, this person is a sympathizer. He doesn't believe in what's happening here.
Okay.
And what he's doing right now is an act. He's like not outright saying, "Hey, I don't believe what's happening here. Like your mom's being held, over here or anything like that."
Yeah,
He's just kind of playing it off so that if anybody happened to be like listening or watching, he wouldn't be outed.
Just this guy who's with us right now, or is there anyone else?
There's certainly like kind of like guards kind of milling about, kind of like on some level of patrol. I think you get the impression that your presence here at the palace was something that Gawain anticipated, given the whole "hey, you probably watched me fly off into the distance in this direction" type thing, and also you were probably gonna come here anyway type thing. But he's kind of like laughing and joking around with you guys and go, "Oh yeah, I guess I took you guys the wrong direction. That's my fault."
Okay.
Bada bing, bada boom.
But
A-lock, do you like
5, so I don't know
clue the
either.
rest of them in, or would you say anything to the rest of them, A-lock, or keep that to
I'd
yourself?
probably like slip back, whisper to Gallet, and then Gallet can like tell Sumaya in his head, and then Ruby. I don't know. I don't know how easy it would be to like slyly tell everyone like this info.
Hey, Suma.
Yeah.
A-lock said this cool guy's a sympathizer, and he's just playing this part. He's really cool.
Interesting.
Try to get more information, but keep it on the down low.
Question for Chino.
Yeah, what's up?
About my backstory.
Oh, hell yeah.
Never explicitly stated it, so maybe it's not retconnable, but I was imagining in my mind that like my dad is a pretty good fighter and my mom is a pretty good like magic user, like kind of wizard or sorceress or something. Would that could I say that that's true? Or is that
honestly? Hell yeah.
Cause like I'm thinking if she does have anything that could help us, maybe I can get this guy to bring us to her.
Sure. I mean, that's something that you can try, certainly.
I'm just trying to think of how I would do it. I will indicate to Gallet in my ring or my earring thoughts that this is something I maybe want to do. Gallet, do you have any silver-tongued ideas about how we could get this guy to?
Well, I'm pretty sure he'd be okay with that. We just have to be able to convince. Well, we have to make a good enough lie, basically, for everyone else in the group. So why would there be a good reason for us to make a detour before going to your father to see your mother? Wait, is it the whole group Locky people?
Yeah, the people here are from Locky. Yes.
Alright, so they don't know all the political stuff going on. Any kind of fake rules you can come up with on the spot?
Oh, did we pass this tree already? Oh, my fault. I guess we passed this tree already. Sorry, guys.
It's okay.
You know, I think there's a shortcut if you go down this hallway. You just take a couple rights there. But actually,
He has lived here most of his life.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. You know what? I think I do recall there being some kind of a shortcut over here. Let's,
And I'll point him to a corridor that I know leads to the dungeon. Eventually.
Hey, bud. I'm also from Lackey. Great to meet you.
Oh,
I-
another, Lucky Land.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey.
That's a
I
thing we
heard
call
that-
each other.
I heard that being in the military, sometimes it can be pretty hard to have, real good friends. You got many real good friends with you? Ride or die types.
You know what? I'll tell you this. I wish I had more.
I
wish I had more.
It's all. Hey, at least you got the precious few.
Yeah, they've become, how you say, harder and harder to find lately.
Yeah.
Know what I mean?
Yeah, these times do that.
It's tricky times. It's tricky times. And listen, I don't begrudge people if, they got people to feed back at home and they're just kind of doing what they need to do. But I think that sometimes you gotta do what's right.
I agree. That's a good policy for friend making in the general.
Yeah, you know how it is.
Yeah.
I
Oh,
was
look, a door.
wondering though if, I was kind of wondering, and obviously, no pressure, but I was wondering if, sometimes when you got friends, you help each other out, right? You help each other out, it's a good time. I was just wondering if, if I were to be friendly, a guy like me could be helped out, as it were.
I mean, you scratch my back, I'll scratch yours,
Good.
Good friends always got each other's back.
Okay, good to know. Good to know. All right, looks like you're here. Come on. Get in before anybody sees you. Long live the revolution. Get out of here. And then he kind of hands you a set of keys.
Yay! Where are we? Are we in the dungeon?
Yeah, you are now in the dungeon.
Okay. Look around, looking for where my mama is.
You doesn't take you long to find her. She is in the largest room in this dungeon, and you will note that it is fairly well appointed. Like, it's a dungeon room, but like a nice bed has been dragged in here with nice sheets and like a table for her to eat at, and like a small bookshelf full of books for her to read. This does not in any sense discount the fact that there are bars blocking her exit. She is sitting there, and you see thick cuffs around her hands, but they don't seem to be like chained together. She's free to move around, but she is sitting there, kind of like leg anxiously bouncing. Liz, would you like to describe your mother for the rest of the group? Why is this the second time I'm asking this question?
She is shorter than me, but still the same like gold tones, amber eyes. She has fiery, like red, orange to yellow ombre hair. Looks like it probably was done up nicely before, but maybe is not so nice right now. Definitely looks like she's used to being more comfortable than she is right now, but has sort of like kind eyes, I would say, although right now they're anxious. And I guess I just can't help it. I run up to her and I just call out to her, "Mama."
Oh, thank God you're safe.
I'm so sorry about... Yes. No, that was last night. God, long day.
Did you understand my message?
Well, I did, and then I sent you another one that was stupider after that. Did they intercept it?
They did indeed.
I'm sorry I got you into trouble.
That man, Gawain, he possesses powers that are monstrous, unnatural.
Yeah.
Do you intend to fight him?
That's kind of what we're on our way to do right now. I was
Good.
hoping
Can you take me with
you could come with me. I want you by my side. Here. And I'll pull out the keys that the guy gave us and look for the right one.
Yeah, you are able to unlock this the cell and get your mother free. She says, "Oh, thank goodness."
These are my companions.
Oh yes,
Gallet
yes.
and Ruby and Alok.
Oh hello. I've heard so unfortunately little about you.
Wow, really, Suma?
Sorry
Infinite
about that.
sendings and nothing.
I mean, we were
It's complicated.
Oh,
I would love to tell you more at a better time. Your cuffs, Mama, are they... Can I unlock them? Are they magic in some way?
They are sealing my magic currently.
Can I examine them to see if there's anything...
Yeah, you examine them. This would require some sort of dispel magic in order to take it off, or breaking it off, by force, which would risk injury to your mother.
Ruby, do you have any dispel magic? I didn't.
Look, if we really need it, I can make your mom a slug.
I believe it's third level, so it'll be there.
I didn't take it today, unfortunately. I didn't anticipate needing it. But we could turn you into something so you could slip out.
Turn me into something? Okay, yes, sure, go for
it. Gallet, do you want to do the honors?
Okay, well, I already did a slug. Snake!
It's
a rattlesnake.
Mamalai turns into form of a snake and slithers out of her bond.
Let's sneak her out as a snake.
Yeah, actually, this might be better because then people won't know she's with us until it's too late.
Mamalai, don't shake.
And actually, I will pick up the cuffs. These might come in handy.
Okay. You see that she kind of, I guess, curls around your arm, Suma, probably.
Yeah.
And just kind of like, I guess, into your sleeve, maybe, because it would be weird.
Yeah, I mean, I have kind of flowy sleeves, so
yeah, flowy sleeves.
Just be like a fake bracer around my arm.
Exactly.
My mom gave me a snake after I visited her in prison. You know how it is.
Yeah.
She's
always doing this.
Speak to animals? Gallet, you can, right?
I'm pretty sure. Let me double check, but I'm pretty sure it's a hard yes.
That's always been your thing, I think.
Yeah, no, I'm pretty sure. Speak to animals should be here somewhere. Beast speech. Yeah, I can catch specific animals. Yeah, I can.
Okay. She, like, slithers out of the sleeve and kind of, like, hisses a little bit, like, kind of, like, understanding she should remain a snake but needing to say something. And I think you're able to, like, cast speak at animals.
What is it?
So that you can understand.
What is it, Lorelai?
There's something Suma should know before all of this.
Okay.
My husband. He's accepted bargain. Last night, felt it. Felt him become something else. I want him to know that if it is at all possible, I want him spared. I can talk some sense into him. From what I've heard from the guards, Gawain has already left the building.
Oh.
He's left my husband in charge of the operations here in the Far Isles. As long as he remains under thrall to whatever creature it is that is coming, the people of this island will not be safe.
Yeah, I let Suma know that. Although I will make the S's a bit longer.
Yeah. Okay, Mama. I'll try to spare him. I will.
Thank you, my son.
Alright, now she's doing it. Now she's with the bit.
She got it, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, by the way, her name is Amma. I should maybe have led with that.
Yeah.
You see that,
Oh,
okay,
Mama
so,
Amma. That's,
Yeah.
Mama Amma indeed. Okay, so, you guys are able to make your way. The way is once again clear with you. You are not seen to be, you exit out and see the guy goes, looks like you guys got what you came for, huh?
A heartfelt reunion.
Yep.
Okay. Hey, that's always good to hear. Always good news. And you see he kind of like pulls you in close, Gallet.
Yeah.
He says, wolves. They're best in a pack. But if you kill the alpha, they tend to scatter. And then releases you.
Did you know actually that the alpha stuff from wolves isn't how they work? I have this cool book that gives me 101 squared facts.
Yeah, actually, but it's more of a metaphor.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm using it in a metaphorical sense. Listen, I didn't get the schooling. We've been over it. Okay. So, you guys keep it moving. You guys exit out of the dungeon room and out towards the council hall. As you enter in, Suma, you see your father standing there, the very center, in the center of the council hall. So this is where like the government, the council sessions are held, decide what kind of happens on the island, like rulings and such. There are this kind of central platform where one person might stand and speak their cause, their issues, and these kind of like sections, kind of like in this like circular room where like each head of household of the major houses would sit and then hear and then deliberate. It's kind of all a bit spaced out, and like the water from that kind of indoor stream is running throughout the entire council hall, kind of like with like little like bridges. It kind of flows underneath the floorboards, so that the floorboards can kind of come up over, so you can walk in between the various sections of the room. It's very dramatic, and also I wanted to have some water in here in case anything funky happens. Water.
Yeah.
Your father is standing in the center. The roof is, it's like this like magically retractable like glass roof like over the center that is kind of like magnifying the sun's rays down onto your father, who stands there. He is not shrouded, but you see the flickers of red mist kind of coalescing around him. He says, "My son, you have returned home, and with not a word to your father. Is that any way to treat your elders?" I am speaking to you, boy.
Now.
You see,
I'm here now, Father. What do you have to say to me?
You have disappointed me on innumerable occasions. And at times, I've spoken harsh words to you. I do not regret the words that I've said, though I do regret how it may have deteriorated our relationship. I waited here for you now, not to rebuke you, nor to punish you for running away, for disobeying, to offer you my hand. The future of Ela, the future of the world, is being shaped and molded. And I want you on the side of the shaper. If you so desire, you can bring your companions along with you. All sins, all crimes will be forgotten, and we will all live together in paradise. What say you?
You say that you regret how your harsh words affected our relationship. But what you actually regret is that it reflected poorly on you, to your colleagues, to the people who look up to you. You think I made you look weak, and you couldn't handle that. Maybe if things had been different, you could have seen that accepting your own family for who they are would have made you stronger than anyone. I'm sorry you couldn't see that.
Does a sculptor accept a block of marble for what is, or does he chisel in order to create art from base stone? Yes, you shamed me then, and you shame me now. But I'm no longer the weak man that I was once seen as, or once could have been. I have been given strength. I have been given the realization of a dream. The blood of the ancients flows within us. That power may be called upon, it may be wielded, it may be used. I want to use the power that has been granted to all of us on this island, so that we can carve out a place in the world that is to come. You are my son. You are my heir. When I am gone...
I take out the... On my sort of belt sash, I keep the sort of knotted tassel that I had that once held a family crest that he took away from me when I left. And I just hold it out, crestless. I say, I'm not your son. You said as much yourself.
He reaches into a pocket and pulls out the crest that he had taken from you. He says, it is yours, if you choose it. You are your own man now, better or for worse. I will not compel you. I am asking you, as a father does to a son, to make the right choice. One day, you could lead our people. No more long council sessions, no more bureaucracy, but the acknowledgement that the blood of the ancients flows strongest in the lie's veins. and using that to become a beacon for the rest of our kind. Be as the sun, my child. Rise, shine, burn.
I reach out to draw my sword and I say, I am already a beacon. I do not need your deal to do it. I draw a sword.
Ever the disappointment. He takes the crest in his hand and just crushes it in his palm, and you watch it with the little bits and debris of it kind of crumple down along his hand, and he releases it to fade to dust. He says, "Very well. Let's begin." And he draws his sword as well. And you see he's wearing kind of like this long ceremonial robe that's like coming down all the way to his feet. He's wearing kind of like open-toed sandals. And he is like the robe parts for a second in the middle, and you see the red wraith's mark emblazoned on his chest. As he raises up his sword to you, in turn, it burns and glows with a red mist. Everybody, roll initiative. But we will continue this battle and perhaps conversation. Who knows what's going to happen
Should we wait for
next
initiative
time
until
around.
next week?
What?
Should we wait for initiative until next week when we're on the map?
Yeah, I know. I just wanted to say roll initiative.
Okay, it did suck.
Spiritually,
Yeah.
I have done it.
Spiritual. You know what I mean? It's like one of those
like
things.
mentally, I'm ready for fighting now.
Like rolled
Okay.
a 20 actually, spiritually, so that'll
Yeah, spiritually.
that'll carry over to
Spiritually
next
speaking.
week.
Actually, all 4 of us are first in combat. Let's go.
That's
Hey.
crazy.
Hey, Liz.
Yes?
We didn't talk about it before. When do I spring the snake?
I think once combat starts.
Just automatically let her go?
I think so, yeah.
Okay.
Seems good.
Yeah, I just didn't know if you wanted to do, like, a specific moment, then the snake pops down and it's like, oh, your mom!
Or for context,
Yeah, that would be cool, but
for some context, the reason why Gawain went back to the palace was to finally convert Suma's dad. Because if he's
I thought
leaving,
he'd already done it.
if he's leaving the island, then he would need somebody in charge here. And that's why your mom said he underwent a change last night.
Hmm.
Yeah, we just need to follow Gawain after this, get our ship.
Yeah,
And we know where
yeah.
he's going, right? He's going to probably Castlemond, right? I think that's where
Well,
he's going, right?
yeah. And theoretically, we can hopefully get there before him if we can get everyone to do the crystal thing.
True.
The
Well, we don't-
battery.
But
the
you'll
ship
also be a
battery
little
thing.
bit weak at the time, so.
The airship
Mhm.
people too. Maybe we can get some help from them or something. But yeah.
What do the hell should
Indeed.
people want again?
They're just
You wanted to
Just
lock
wanted
your
us to
ships
ready to
out of
go.
the. Yeah, exactly.
Well, the main honcho's leaving, so that's partially done.
True.
one ship down.
Only 49 more to
Maybe
go.
they could like work on harassing him while he's just in his one ship, like leaving. all the
Yeah,
other
just like
ones
shoot cannons from 5,000 feet up.
behind. Yeah,
What's he gonna do, huh?
kite him.
Actually, he might be able to do something about it. That's worrying.
Yeah, he flies
Just
and
like
has
that.
lightning powers.
Yeah. Not to be like kind of an. I don't mean to be an asshole, but like it's not Gawain's moment yet.
Yeah.
You know? It's like it wouldn't really make sense for Gawain to be the boss battle here. It's more about the Suma's dad thing. I
We
felt.
just needed to
Meow.
sabotage the ship. Then we could have messed everything up.
Or Suma's dad is Gawain. could.
Whoa, that would be crazy.
That's the only reason why we got the job in the first place. None of us were qualified, let's be honest.
My most anticipated thing is not even this fight. It's like, I really want to know what you guys do with Tall Boy after this.
I want him so bad to join the crew, but he's a child.
Take him shopping for his bed.
Emma, can you adopt him?
Can do whatever I want, yeah.
Send him to...
I can have infinite children. Oh, she'll love him. He'll have a trouble in the Underdark because of all the tunnels. He'll just be scraping his head all the time.
We can teleport him to Portia.
Oh, this is also something I wanted to ask, Chino. I think it makes sense, but I have teleportation circle now. By the way, and it comes with 2 circles. So I assumed it would make sense if the 2 that I automatically have are the 2 that we've encountered in game so far, which are the hut outside of Pilstrom and Yeska's little study room.
Yes,
because we've actually seen them. So I've been assuming that those are the 2 that I would know, and then I can learn more eventually.
Wait, can we put one on a ship? It's a moving object.
I don't know what it specifies.
I think technically,
I would have to cast it every day for a year.
Yeah, it's a long time.
So
I think the red race will wait.
That's if we ask.
Yeah. Can you just wait 1 year? So
actually, more than a year. That's just our prep time.
Yeah.
Then we still have to stop you.
I think, like, just sailing from here to Castle Moss should be about a year, so you probably can get it done in that time.
Yeah.
Oh,
I think I mean, I don't want to, like, rob you of the extra 2, though. You know? You, like, just immediately learn the locations of 2, right? Like, because I would assume if you had never encountered one before, you would suddenly learn the location of 2 of them.
Yes, you would.
Oh, but they can go somewhere fun. Somewhere fun.
I'm looking for what it says in the spell, but it's a long spell.
You learn the locations of something on the material plane, right? Like any
when you first gain the ability to cast the spell, you learn the sequences for 2 destinations on the material plane determined by the DM. So actually, you can tell me what they are.
Bolt in the claw.
Hey, I'd be hyped.
I will have to think on that.
Yeah.
But.
And it can come to me after this arc, but.
Why is a portal in the middle of Edelheim's tundra? There's nothing around. It's just cold.
Yeah, I mean, this.
I had a vision.
Why would we think this was an important location? It could just be a random one with a teleportation circle.
Yeah, lots of interesting possibilities.
Be here already. We skipped islands. Damn.
It's all broken. We lost. We lost. We
gotta start over.
Okay, so once you cast it, anybody that enters it instantly teleports to the other side of the circle. That's pretty cool. I'm trying to think of what the spiciest locations would be.
Spicy, probably Turai, because it's hot.
Spicy,
you know
yes.
What? It could still be on a ship, just not ours. Just someone else's. Who knows?
How does Mama, or whatever her name is, whatever her name is.
Oh my god.
I don't know how that would work necessarily. I'll have to look into it.
Or
it's kind of like that thing where, like, if you cut out the planks of wood that have the circle on it, you move that anywhere you want, you know? Then it becomes a little bit, like, dodgy, I think.
Say that of, like, if you had the circle on, you know, a piece of grass, you, like, zoop up the turf and, like, scoot it somewhere. Like, you could say that of anything.
I know, it's weird.
What if you have a house that has legs and it walks places?
I assume as long as the portal itself stays together, it should work no matter what. But I imagine, like, if it was on the planks of wood and then one wooden plank broke, then the portal would be not.
You'd want it sort of be hefty and hard to
wanna be
break.
safe with it. I mean,
it does take a year to freaking get the thing working. You don't want it to screw up.
I think
Yeah.
what would be spicy is if you just put one in like every capital and then just rolled some dice to see which two you get.
I might do that. Yeah. There's gonna be one in the middle of Nazir's castle in Palestrom.
But what on the moon? There's a moon dragon.
It's just the contrast is like it'd be the most fun, I think, to be able to revisit places you've been already, but it's also spicy to put in places you haven't been yet. So you can just like teleport there instantly.
Half and half. You got two.
Which layer?
Yeah, well,
is this?
I have 2 already from places that we have been. So, I mean, from a player perspective, it's like if it's in one of those places where I probably wouldn't need it, but if it's anywhere we haven't been yet,
look, we're never going to.
Then I have to.
it's cooler.
Then I'll have to remember how long it took you to get from Yeska's little lab thing to Yasar, and that's gonna be a pain in the ass. Okay, but I'll think on it. But yeah,
I did get to study
I feel
those.
like getting backtracking ones wouldn't be bad either, because we probably want to go back to any of these places at some point.
Yeah.
I
don't
assume
think it'll be bad.
Well, I assume a couple of things that might not actually happen, because nothing I ever think is going to happen happens. But like
Alright.
when when we find Suli, I'll probably go back to Yasar to be like, here's your mom. And at some point I assume Aaron is gonna message me with his little emergency SOS necklace and be like, help! Something's happening.
Yeah.
I'll have to go back to Galen, but I don't know.
Is what
I don't-
was thinking of.
Anything can happen. I put a Chekhov's gun on purpose, but I don't know when it's gonna fire, so
Who's Aaron?
Kalen.
you know.
Bush guy.
Bush
The
guy.
Duke. Yeah, Bush guy.
Oh, Bush guy. Okay.
Yeah.
Ah, yes, Bush guy.
Let's not go back. No.
You don't have to come. You can stay fine.
No.
I'll go by myself. No,
You better not have any Bush-related
But-
antics.
I figured I would bring up the teleportation circle because I was thinking of doing something crazy with it this session, but I was like, no,
I've
that's too
decided
crazy.
one of them. I've decided one of them.
No.
The first one you're going to get is going to be in the entrance chamber of the Blackfire Casino.
Ooh.
Because that
Okay.
place would 100% have a teleportation circle for like nobles and royals who have a wizard in employ to go to the casino and not have to sail there. And that's spicy to me because you're definitely gonna go to Tirai at some point and having that. But it's like in the main entrance. It's not like in the middle of the casino. It's like kind of like where you would walk in. Like the VIPs teleport there from wherever the fuck and like gamble and then teleport back out with their wizard.
We have our little Ocean's 11 walk inside.
Yeah, they probably have like a wizard there just stationed. Like, oh, you guys are leaving. Okay, let me turn the circle on, and you can go wherever the fuck. That's gonna be one of them. I haven't decided the other one, but I'll get back to you on that.
Yeah.
What happens when
Rush.
someone's
We still
on
have to make it through this.
What happens when someone's on a teleportation circle and then you teleport to where they are currently?
It probably just puts you on a spot that's not occupied.
Darn.
Yeah, within the circle.
Most things like that will just pop.
Yeah, I
up, so-
know. It makes sense.
Which is stupid.
What if we
You should definitely just
teleported
blow up.
inside of Gawain? What if I
Go
polymorphed into a
small.
fly,
Go
went in his
ass.
mouth, and
Oh.
Or get
There's
polymorphed
two ways
into a
about that.
whale. That
Uh,
means we win, right?
Yep,
if we
that's
were
the
different
way.
kind of
Should've done it.
players, we could try it.
Thanos could have been a thing.
Okay.
Excellent
Thank you
day.
guys for a wonderful session. I hope you guys had fun. I know we haven't played in like literally a month, but I hope that was an enjoyable one for you guys.
Yeah, nice to get back into it.
Oh yeah.
Hell yeah. How do you guys feel? Does everyone feel? Does everyone remember what's happening in the story? Because I barely
Yeah,
do.
It's-
yeah,
it's something
Yeah,
help
yeah,
catch up.
yeah.
And it's
Okay,
weird.
cool.
It doesn't even feel like we just went a whole session of combat because that session felt like something was happening. You know, the whole time.
Yeah, everyone felt kind of tense. I was really disappointed you didn't talk to Gallet's mom there.
Yeah, I had a feeling that.
Also, by the
I'll
way,
say it because I feel like it's at that point where it doesn't matter. I
Li-
feel like
Liz-
she's on our side and she was like trying to fuck around in his thing, but Alok wouldn't have known that and he would have left, so that's why I did it.
just throwing this out there because Liz is pointing it out. My mom's name is Riva. If you guys need to know her name, Riva.
Riva.
I knew that. I knew all the parents' names.
Yeah.
I just wasn't using them. Because I hadn't confirmed pronunciations yet.
And I chose. I didn't do that for some reason.
Yeah.
The only really
Um,
weird pronunciation.
Reeve.
Well, yeah, she was supposed to tell you, or like you're supposed to overhear her saying something about the fact that Gawain found what he's looking for, but that just came way. It's whatever. I just did it in a different way. But yeah, that was a fun one. Had its lighthearted moments, had its tense moments, had its serious moments.
I love Tall Boy Gallet. I love him.
Tall Boy Gallet's my new favorite character.
Poor guy.
He's just sweet
He
and
is
oblivious.
so
I love him.
nice.
He's so tall.
Also,
He's only 13. He doesn't know
He has
anything. He's
no
a
adjectives
baby.
other than tall.
his intelligence is -3.
It's +5 to strength though, so
Oh yeah.
Oh.
And he's 13 years old.
This is a min-maxer.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
he's about to be so fucking OP later.
I am worried about Neela to a degree. Like, she's gonna have to make sure he doesn't do anything too stupid.
Yeah, she's gonna be
the
protecting
fact
him.
that she's
actually.
older than him is like,
Yeah.
oops.
I imagine she's like half his size.
Absolutely,
Yeah. For sure.
But yeah, thanks guys for a lovely session.
Mm-hmm.
And I am gonna give you guys an assignment. I don't care who does it, but I'm gonna need art of Snoopy.
Snoopy. Wait.
Yeah.
Who's that?
When she was a snail.
Snail Ruby.
Oh,
I think that is.
I got you.
It might be me. It might come from me. I'm not sure yet.
You
but
should.
it'll-
You should also. I think everyone should do it.
What
I
about
think-
Have a
Snana?
contest.
What about
Vivian will
Snama?
probably do it because she was so into it when it happened. You could tell. And I'm sure she is enthusiastic about this art. She's so quiet because she's just.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll definitely hop right on that.
Yeah.
Snail's pace.
I loved when Viv dropped drawings in the chat. It was the best moment of my life.
Glad.
Okay.
All right, gang. I got a jet, but thank you for a lovely session, and I'll see you next time.